Hi guys, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to turn our music down real quick. Nice to see you guys. Happy Sunday. I hope you are all well. I'm going to get us started tonight. We're going to go with Aries, Sagittarius, Ophiuchus, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, and last of the night is Scorpio. All right, let's say a quick blessing and we'll get started, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that you direct our hands, our hearts, our words, and our minds to work your will in our lives each day. And we ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, we're going to get started tonight for Aries. Happy birthday, Aries, if it is your birthday, or if it's almost your birthday, or if it just was your birthday. Let's find out what we have for you guys this week. Alrighty, Aries. First card out, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine energy, but don't get hung up on the zodiac signs or the genders. You know the drill. Really, it's kind of an energy of feeling like at a loss. It can be kind of like emotionally, it can be distraught or feeling like, I've got the Empress card coming out on top of that. That's the card of Virgo, but really the Empress card it's crossing this. It can be kind of an energy of struggling, like there we go. Struggling at home, feeling like you're unsupported, maybe feeling like you need more than what you have, and feeling like you don't know if you have what it takes in you to keep nurturing this in the same way. And somehow I've got the Page of Swords in reverse, which is an energy of not wanting to have to talk about things, not wanting to deal with things. It can also be an energy of like obsessing about someone or something too, and wanting to make a change, but feeling like you don't know what you're supposed to do or say about it. Okay, I'm going to clarify with another deck in a minute. I have the Ten of Cups in reverse. What? Oh, that's nuts. Alrighty, so the Ten of Cups in reverse is kind of an energy of like fallout. It can be emotional fallout, so to speak. It's kind of an energy of things toppling over. There's kind of like a tower energy to this card, specifically whenever we have it in the reverse. It kind of feels like fighting the same fights every single day over and over again, kind of like a battle. And I have the Four of Swords there and the Three of Swords there. Wow. Okay, so the Four of Swords is an energy of a breakup, or it can be taking a break. It can be a separation that's kind of needed here for clarity. But the Three of Swords coming out with that, you know, I always call that the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, right? Kind of that breakup energy for sure. It's heartache, grief, and pain. It's just a lot of like ending energy, and what that's it's kind of a heavy combination. And I have the Lover's card that comes out there on the end, on the side. Wow. Okay, so the Lover's card is the card of Gemini, but really it talks about a choice in love, a major choice in love, a choice of commitment when it comes to love. If I choose this one person, everybody else is wiped off the table. If I choose these other options, then that one person may be wiped off the table. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's kind of like an all or nothing sort of energy with that Lover's card. Alrighty, and there's somebody who's very much feeling like they've had to let something go here, or they're about to have to let something go here. I'm going to use this Star Power Tarot to clarify. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information about this for Aries. I have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, well, so back to what we were discussing earlier about feeling quite unsupported. The Six of Pentacles is an energy of exactly the opposite. It's an energy of support that comes in. It's an energy of equal give and take. It's an energy of reciprocity. It is the epitome of support and fairness and balance that may be that's kind of what you're seeking here. That's like the message that you're kind of trying to send here. It looks like Aries, like someone who really needs a lot more emotional support, possibly at home, possibly in the career area. I've got that Death card. Okay, fine. This is somebody who's going to end something, definitely. The Death card is a final ending. It's the card of Scorpio. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 cards that just kind of indicate like a finality and possibly a love relationship in some way. It's someone who doesn't want to have to keep fighting the same fight, and they're tired of feeling so unsupported. And it feels like you've kind of made your mind up about that. I don't know if you're telling anyone else about that. I'm not sure. I have the Three of Cups here on the side. It feels like there's an energy of, well, hold on. That's too many. Hold on. The Temperance in reverse. There's somebody here who feels like they're kind of losing it a little bit with the Temperance in reverse. You get a lot of major arcana energy on here, Aries. There's like a lot of heavy energies that you're moving through. This may not be your exact story, but it's definitely these energies that are coming in where we have a lot of endings. We have a lot of emotional fallout. We have someone who needs to take a break, or else a break's kind of going to be taken for them in some way. And there's definitely this energy of just wanting to not necessarily wanting to enact these endings in your life, but having to deal with them, these final endings, whatever they are. And somebody who's not really even sure if they're ready to start talking about these kinds of things or not. But with this Three of Cups energy, the reason I stopped to clarify is because it can always indicate a couple of different things. The Three of Cups, it can indicate a reconciliation, and whenever it comes out here on its side, it's kind of somebody who may be contemplating a reconciliation of some sort in their lives. This Temperance in reverse, or in relationships, I should say, but this Temperance in reverse is kind of an energy of feeling very off balance, not really sure what you need to be doing with your life. It can be kind of an energy of just feeling like your routines are all off, your daily life is off. There's, with these endings, like it's kind of put you in kind of an off balance sort of position. I have the Two of Cups that comes out here. This is someone, and it goes right on top of that Three of Cups. I feel like there are some of the Aries that are watching that if this is kind of your story, are really trying hard to reconcile with someone and really trying hard to make positive changes in their lives and talk about what they're needing with a partner. And then I have someone else here who's kind of choosing to end something, or the choice has been made for them in some way. But it's definitely about a love relationship of some sort with that Lover's card here at the end. Now, this Two of Cups is one of our soulmate cards. It can be about partnership. Doesn't always have to be about a love relationship. But when we're looking at these kind of cards, it pretty much feels like it is, because this is a soulmate card and this is a soulmate card here, and I mean specific to romantic relationships here. This Two of Cups is someone who doesn't want to give up just yet, and they may just want to reconcile and try to make the changes that they want to make. This Magician in reverse energy, though, is someone who kind of feels like their hands are tied, though, like to become like to change enough, or they're not seeing the change that they want in another person in some way. I have the Justice card, which is the card of Libra. Again, so much major arcana here. And now the Moon in reverse, which tells me that we need to look at some kind of where things have been off balance, where things have been unfair in this relationship, whatever this is. And that goes right on top of this Death card. I feel like if these underlying issues are not starting to be talked about soon, there's going to be like a major ending that happens here with this Four of Swords and this Three of Swords right here that's on top of this Ten of Cups in reverse. This Moon card is the card of Cancer, and whenever it's in the reverse like that, it's someone who's kind of been procrastinating dealing with a situation for long enough, is what I'm hearing. Bring me over here to this Lover's card real quick, like. And I got the High Priestess in reverse. Oh man, you have got so much major arcana here. That just tells me that you're going through a lot in your life right now, Aries. And regardless of whether this is your story or not, there are just some really bumpy, like, turbulence right now in your life, and you're really trying to move from one phase to the next, and it's not been easy. This High Priestess in reverse is an energy of someone who they've been picking up on the red flags, but they haven't been enacting upon them. They haven't been taking their own advice in some way in this situation, and it's kind of feeling like it's starting to catch up with them, especially with that Moon in reverse. And you guys, I don't know if this is necessarily your energy or if this is an energy of someone near you, but this Hermit in reverse energy that comes out here, yet another major arcana, you're nuts, is a card of Virgo. But really, whenever we have it in the reverse, it kind of backs up that High Priestess. You know, these are counterparts here, where we have two people who aren't following their own best advice whenever we have it in the reverse. And there's kind of this understanding that if something major doesn't change here, then we're going to have to make this change. And that kind of feels like where you're at with that Lover's card in the on on the side over here. It's kind of like the ultimate choice kind of coming towards you here. And I don't envy you here. It's quite a bit, but you are someone who's really focusing on the future and focusing on what you need for support in your life, what you need for balance in your life. So very good job, whoever you are, Aries, and I appreciate you letting me read your story. All right, next up we have Sagittarius, and let us see what we have for you guys here. Let me pack these up real quick. And let us use this Tarot of Wonderland, I think that will do. All right, Sagittarius for this week. Oof, we got the Seven of Pentacles, having to wait and having to wait and having to wait, waiting for someone else is kind of what I'm hearing with the Seven of Pentacles when it comes out on its side like that. It's kind of an energy of being tired of waiting. And I have the Moon card that comes out underneath that, which is the card of Cancer. Again, that was out in Aries in a different deck a minute ago. And it's kind of like waiting for something to come to light, waiting for someone to maybe work on themselves, waiting for some, let's see. All right, we have the Two of Wands. Wow, okay, so the Two of Wands is about actively seeking partnership. It's a very sexually passionate card. It can be someone who is very creatively passionate. It seems like you're waiting on someone, like some kind of major partnership to come through here. I'm going to clarify in a minute. Oh, okay. We got the Seven of Cups in reverse. And now I have the Page of Swords out here. You could be someone who has an awful lot of options in love or something this week, Sagittarius. But it feels like you're waiting on someone. It feels like you're waiting on someone or something to improve with this Seven of Cups in reverse. You kind of don't really know what to think about something is what I'm hearing. Like you're not really sure what to think about something that's happened. This Page of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be, but pages are messengers, right? And the Page of Swords is kind of an energy. It can be... in this particular instance, it kind of feels like you or someone else has a lot to say to the other person, but you're not, I feel like there's like an energy of having to wait on someone else, and my left ear is burning now. Let's see. I got the Queen of Swords out here in the reverse. It's not really in the reverse, it's on its side, but it's and it's looking towards this situation. That's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, feminine energy. Again, don't get hung up on the zodiac signs or the genders, right? It's not about that. It's about the story that the cards tell and the energy that they carry, right? So this Queen of Swords, whenever she comes out on her side like this, it's an energy of... I feel like either you're waiting to understand how you feel about a situation, or you're waiting on somebody else to communicate how they're feeling about a situation and what they're thinking about a situation. I get the impression that whomever I'm reading for, you try to take a very balanced and logical approach to all things, whether it's in love or career, and you try not to let your emotions get the better of you. It kind of feels like... Six of Pentacles, and that kind of bridges this whole gap. There's kind of this waiting to find out if something's going to be equal, if it's going to be fair, if it's going to be reciprocal, if it's going to be requited in some way, and kind of waiting to hear from someone, kind of waiting for a message. And I am hearing the words fit to be tied, like getting worked up, maybe waiting for something like, I've got the Fool card that comes out there on the end. I think you're getting tired of it. I think that it's starting to erode at you in some way. It's starting to frustrate you. Yeah, frustrate you. Fit to be tied, like agitated. Agitated, I think. And now I've got the Seven of Swords here. What? So I feel like somebody in this situation isn't really talking and telling the whole truth about something. Someone feels like someone might be, wow, getting away with murder. That's so weird. And I don't think it's like a literal murder. It's just such a strange phrase to come through my head. But like getting away with something, like it feels like you're waiting on a partnership here, but it's something's happened here. This Seven of Swords, you know, he gets a pretty bad rap. He's always called like the lying liar who lies, right? Like he's always trying to get away with something. He's kind of deceptive, oftentimes, not always in a reading, but it's right on top of that moon card. And the moon's about secrets, and it's about keeping secrets, and about underlying issues that aren't talked about, things that are done in the dark, things that are done in secret. And there's an element here of someone who's not trusting another situation and kind of waiting to see what happens, or waiting for communication. What is this? This is so muddy. Fascinating though, right? Let's see, now I've got the Four of Swords in reverse. There's someone here who's been experiencing a breakup or a separation from someone here. Whenever it's in the reverse, it's kind of an energy of wanting to come out of that, maybe wanting to talk, but I'm still feeling like very nervous about that for some reason for you, Sagittarius. Now I've got the Seven of Wands on top of that, on top of the Seven of Cups. So there's someone here who's just sick of drama. Like they're just tired of having to deal with other people's drama, and they don't want to do it anymore. It feels like you might be waiting on somebody to figure something out, and maybe quite emotional while you're waiting. Okay. Okay. And now I have the Four of Cups. That's so funny. I've got 7, 7, then I got 4, 4 right there. This is somebody who doesn't want what they've been offered in the past. This is someone who's tired of being offered the same thing over and over again. They're bored with it. They're sick of it. Here's somebody who wants more equal give and take. Maybe that's what, maybe you're tired of waiting for some of these things. There's some element over here with this Seven of Swords and this moon card of deception, and with this Queen of Swords here. And now I've got the Four of Pentacles. That's 3 4s out now. Oh my gosh, and 3 7s too. I've got Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. That's nuts. And then the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the who said there was another one somewhere here. Huh. That's nutty. Anyway, so the Four of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's having trouble letting go of something. And there's somebody who has this real need to control a situation, control the flow of information about a situation maybe. Maybe there's an energy of someone who is trying to control what truth is being leaked or something. I don't know. That is interesting. Tell me more about that. What is that? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Can be loss of finance in some way. I have this Empress card that comes out in reverse on top of that, and the Moon card again on top of the Moon. Wow. Okay, so the Moon's the card of Cancer, but again, it feels like being concerned that secrets are coming out in some way. Or maybe there's another person in your environment that you're just not fully trusting in some way with that Moon card out twice there. Or you could just be dealing with a Cancerian or waiting on a Cancerian, you know, take it as it resonates. But this Empress in reverse and this 10 of Pentacles in reverse can be an energy of financial loss, or it can be somebody who's just having trouble keeping it together. Again, what did I say? Like fit to be tied, and feeling like someone's getting away with murder, and maybe feeling like you want to speak out about it in some way, but not sure how to do it. I mean, this could be a couple of different things, several different things. I don't know, Saggy. I don't know. I got the Page of Cups in reverse on top. What? On top of that, Empress in reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse is someone who needs to extend an offer of friendship, of kindness, of love, forgiveness, of something like that. There's definitely a need for that here to heal some kind of situation. It feels like things are really off balance. It feels like there's an energy of someone that's waiting for someone, maybe waiting for them to come clean about something and be honest. What is this Fool card over here? Ooh. I've got the Six of Swords. There's somebody who just wants to move on from this. Okay. Maybe that's what this whole entire energy is. Maybe we are waiting until we're like released from whatever this like bleh was right here. I don't know if you've just experienced a lot of things in your life that have caused you to feel distrustful in relationships or something. I don't know if you've experienced like a lot of painful separations. I don't know if you're just getting sick of the same things you're being offered in your life in some way. I get the impression you're quite tired of waiting for things to improve with whomever you've been dealing with. And we have this real real energy of wanting to make a major change in your life and just leave it all behind, like on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again, right? With that Six of Swords can be an actual physical move. That Fool card right there is like a brand new fresh start, a brand new beginning. Now, the Fool card's the very beginning card in the major arcana of a traditional tarot deck, and it's the number 0, and we can only get there after we complete a cycle with that World card, which is the number 21. And in order to make the transition, there are a lot of loose ends that need to be tied up. There's someone here who needs to extend like an offer of friendship or of kindness. There's someone here, and I don't know where you relate in this story, Saggy, who needs to kind of come clean about some things that they may have been holding on to for whatever reason and for however long. And maybe there's an energy of someone here who's you know, just needing a lot more honesty in some way, I don't know. And there's someone here who definitely wants to move on towards a brighter future because they're quite tired of the same things they've been offered. There's just an energy of waiting here, and maybe possibly waiting for someone else to kind of get it together. I don't know here. It was a little bit muddy here. I think there's just a lot of transition that's happening here. And like I said, closing up one cycle and beginning another. There's definitely two pages on here. And again, pages are messengers. I would expect some kind of messages this week, Sagittarius. I don't know how this could possibly relate in your life or whatever situation, but I would be expecting some messages that are going to be coming in, and possibly someone, like I'm hearing like spill the beans, like starting to tell some truths that you've been waiting to hear. All right, that was your reading for the week, Sagittarius. I will see you guys soon. Next up, we have Ophiuchus. Let us pop over here. We're going to use this Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. If you are an Ophiuchus, you will have been born between November 29th and I believe December 18th. Yeah, Ophiuchus. I believe the saying for Ophiuchus is overlooked and underappreciated. Yeah, I think I read that on a deck of cards the other day. However, Ophiuchus is known for being quite magically gifted, very psychically gifted, and just having a very unusual life path typically. So, Ophiuchus, let's see what we have for you guys. On its side, we got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so this is my favorite card to get in any reading, whether it's love, career, finance, family, whatever, because it's something solid, it's tangible, it's something you can take to the bank. Now, it comes out here on its side, which has you kind of questioning an investment, questioning whether you want to invest in someone, something like that. Let's see. I have the Nine of Swords. Wow. So you've really been through it here, Sag, and it comes out and it's still kind of feeling like an energy of something that's hanging on to you in some kind of way. The Nine of Swords is about anxiety, stress, sleepless nights, tossing and turning. You may have just been through an awful lot in the recent past. How it relates to this Ace of Pentacles, I'm not 100% sure yet. Let's see. I've got the Two of Wands out for you guys too, same as Sagittarius. This is just a different deck, but this is like being at a crossroads. This is about partnership possibly. Again, this is a very sexually passionate card. You may have just been through the ringer when it comes to love, or you may be looking at a new partnership and considering whether or not you want to invest any part of yourself in it because of some of the things you've been through in the recent past. Interesting. Okay. You know, I'm going to clarify with another deck in a minute. We'll get super nosy. Right now, I've got the Queen of Pentacles here too. This is fantastic. Pentacles are Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn and energies. Doesn't have to be, but this Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very abundant. They're good at making money for themselves. They're good. They're very nurturing. They're homemakers. And you don't have to be a feminine energy to be resonating with this. It's just an energy of nurturing your home life, nurturing your financial life. It's an energy of wanting to make solid, positive decisions, and maybe looking at that within the partnerships you're attracting into your life. Okay, Ophiuchus, very good job. It's a very nice energy for you. It's great. And now I've got the Palace of Swords crossing that. That's crazy. So this deck has about 7 extra cards in it. This is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. And they have these Palace cards, which kind of represent like the epitome of the suit that they represent. So this Palace of Swords is kind of like the epitome of the sword sign, which is our air sign. So you may have an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, of significance in your life, but really it's kind of the embodiment of clear communication and constructive thought. It's the embodiment of bringing of manifesting the thoughts into your realistic three-dimensional world. It's really healthy. This is really balanced and really positive. Again, though, there is this energy of, who do I want to invest in for my future? What do I want to invest in for my future? And definitely being at a crossroads with this Two of Wands here. Okay. And now here I have the Seven of Swords out for you guys too. That is whack, right? So this Seven of Swords, again, kind of the lying liar who lies, that we had earlier in the Sagittarius reading. It comes out on its side here, which is someone who's kind of contemplating some truths in their lives, maybe contemplating telling the truth about some things that they've never come clean about before. Or this could be an energy of, let me just look further here. Let me get one more out with this deck. Thank you. Now I've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Hold on, one more. Wheel of Fortune in reverse can feel like really stepping into some bad karma, possibly because of some of the things you've said or have left unsaid. I've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a repeating pattern. Now I've got two tens here because the Wheel of Fortune's a number 10 and the Ten of Swords here on top of that. Ten of Swords is the minor arcana version of the Death card for me. It indicates like a real three-dimensional ending, which can be a breakup. It can be like losing a job. It can be something like that. It can feel like things spinning out of control with that Wheel of Fortune in reverse, especially on top of that Seven of Swords, which can indicate someone's words kind of stacking up against them in a way that's causing stress or discord in their lives in some way. And now I have the Hierophant card here, which is the card of Taurus, but it's a card of commitment. It's a card of marriage. It's a card of stoicism and traditional values. Comes out in the in the upright position, which tells me that there's someone here who is trying to commit to something that is more morally sound, whether like in some way. Oh, okay. That's kind of heavy. All right. So let's, we're going to clarify here with this traditional rider way and bring it back over here to this Ace of Coins that comes out on its side here, where I have you kind of contemplating like making an investment in yourself in some way, but kind of being a little bit triggered by this Nine of Swords energy that you just kind of come out of here. We have the Devil on its side. Wow. All right, so that's the card of Capricorn. But the Devil, whenever he comes out on his side like this, it's someone who is contemplating some of the things that they have chosen to chain themselves to in the past. These can be representative of addictions, relationships in your life, career paths, things that simply weren't for your highest good, but you kept on doing it anyway because of A, B, and C reasons, right? And that goes right underneath that Nine of Swords, which is kind of that anxiety, stress, depression, worry, grief, panic, tossing and turning kind of energy, and kind of wanting to come out of that, but being at a real crossroads here. This Ace of Pentacles can indicate, again, an investment you want to make in yourself in some way, some kind of major change you want to make in your life, Ophiuchus. We have the Moon in reverse for you guys too. That's crazy. You may want to hop up and watch that Sagittarius reading again. You may be an Ophiuchus that resonates more with the Sagittarius cusp or with the Scorpio cusp. It just kind of depends on where your birthday falls and how you are. This Moon card is the card of Cancer whenever it's in the reverse. We have underlying issues that are starting to bubble up to the surface. These can be health concerns. These can be emotional issues. These can be starting to present in some of your personal relationships or something like that. And there's definitely an action of wanting to instigate change in your life so that you're not dealing with these more toxic or negative energies any longer, whether they're in yourself or whether they're in other people that you're attracting towards you. Okay, so that's great. Now this Two of Wands here has you just like at this really... And now I got the Ten of Swords again. That's crazy. So we've got that out twice here. So again, tens are cycles of completion. But when this Two of Swords comes out like this, it tells me we're looking at repeating patterns. And we're looking at something that absolutely has to be ended in order for you to move into the next phase of your life. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't absolutely have to end. You can stay over here with this Devil energy for as long as you want to. And the Devil energy here can be representative, again, in your relationships with other people, who you allow into your space, you know, the junk food in your cabinet, or overspending habits, or, you know, whatever that is for you. And you can keep on doing that for as long as you want. That's fine. But it just tells me that it's going to be like kind of an endless cycling loop until you make some kind of change here. And I don't know what that is for you. So you do you, and I think that you'll know whatever it is. Let's see here. And now I got the Knight of Cups. Whew. All right, so I'm thinking like while this is an underlying energy here for you, this energy of change and this energy of wanting to make positive changes where you're not dealing with this toxicity over here anymore. There's somebody also who has been, I think that this week that you may be, someone may be reaching out to you in love with this Knight of Cups energy. If you're single, then pages are messengers. They send messages. Knights bring actual physical, tangible gifts with them of something that's very loving, very kind. Doesn't have to be a romantic offer. It's definitely some kind of love, though, that comes towards you. And I have the Six of Wands in reverse, and that goes right on top of that Knight of Cups. This is possibly an energy of something that maybe you never thought was ever going to happen. And I got the Fool card out in reverse. Wow. That is an energy of, again, oh, wow. There may be somebody that's coming towards you, but it kind of goes on this bank over here with this 10 of Swords out here and this 7 of Swords here. I think whoever this person is, I think you may have known them before with that Fool in reverse energy. It feels like somebody who's coming back around, and with all of these 10s in reverse again, 10 in reverse with that 10 of Swords specifically can be like an on again, off again relationship, like in and out kind of thing. And I'm feeling like you're not wanting to accept that relationship back into your life with that Fool in reverse energy. And again, that 10 of Swords it's like the minor arcana version of the Death card, right? So it's kind of like a final ending, and understanding that, again, you can keep doing it as long as you want, but in order to get this Wheel of Fortune card back into the upright position, which is what you wanted, and right now it's in the reverse, you're going to have to make changes in order to swing the wheel, right, in another direction. Good job, whoever you are. And I got the Ace of Pentacles out. Congratulations. You're a genius. You are. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles out 2 times. That tells me that you're deciding again how to invest in yourself for the future. And it's kind of major. This is kind of a major energy. And this is kind of a great reading. I love it very much. And you're deciding what it is that you're going to truly commit to. I don't think you've really figured it out yet. I don't think you really know. I don't think you're interested in whatever this is that's coming towards you this week, and I'm sorry to say that, but yeah, again, I've got the breakup card here with that 3 of Swords energy. So it's like not choosing to invest in that and really wanting to invest not just in a more solid commitment, but something that embodies a higher relationship, a more divine relationship in your life. Very nicely done, Ophiuchus. I like it a ton for you. You are truly magical. I love it very much. That was your reading for the week, and I will catch up with you guys soon. And next up, we have Leo. All right, let me put these back in. Stick with this Tarot of Dreams for you guys, too. All right, what do we have for Leo? And thank you guys so much, those of you who are out there moderating. Meg, I always appreciate you so much. And Chris, too, thank you guys. And also Anne-Marie, too. And I wanted to tell you guys, check out Meg on TikTok. And Meg, if you are watching down there, can you put a link to your TikTok over there? She is so cool, and she has so much interesting information. I love to pop over there. She makes cute videos, and they're very neat. And she goes live a lot, too. And that's a really fun group of people over there on her forum, and I'm always surprised. They make really insightful comments and things over there, and so it's kind of a fun group to go hang out in. All right, so what do we have for Leo? We have the Star card out for you, Leo. This is fantastic and in the upright position. This is the card of Aquarius, but the Star card is based, I always call it Pandora's box, because when you open it, it releases the good, the bad, and the ugly, but it's really about life's learning lessons. It's about things that are blessings that come from learning those lessons, and they can't be taken away from you because they simply belong to you. These are things like talents. These are things like true callings, in your life that you have to work hard for. You have to work hard to achieve the good from them, and you have to work through the other parts, right, to get there. So it just kind of feels like you're kind of climbing some ladder for yourself here, something that is something you've been working hard on, kind of coming together, something that's kind of divinely blessed. I like that. The 7 of Wands, something you've had to work very hard to get to. Whoever you are, Leo, this 7 of Wands is an energy of almost wanting to give up and almost wanting to throw in the towel and really getting tired of having to do it, but really feeling like a real drive and a real calling to do so. And now I have the Sun card. What? that's your card. That's the card of Leo. And then I have the Six of Swords that came out with it. And they're really contemplating, like, I have you, this sounds like kind of an after school special, Leo. And so I apologize ahead of time, but it's kind of an energy of like deciding who you are and kind of moving on. With this Six of Swords, it can indicate an actual physical move. Like sunny Florida, right? But that Sun card, it's you really deciding like who you are and what you want to be. And that's kind of a major heavy energy. And I understand this is only a weekly reading, you know, like, I mean, I don't know if I have time to like completely re-examine myself as a human being this week, Jess, but it's kind of like that energy. You've got the sun and the star coming out here at the same time. And it's really warm and it's kind of amazing. It could be a really important week for you in your career development. This could be an important week for you just in overall good feelings. This could be a week where you make some choices as to where you want to go next in your life. This is just kind of an influential time for you, Leo. Boop. Thank you. And I have the Seven of Swords. What is with the fire signs and the Seven of Swords energy here? This is kind of an awakening. This is kind of a wake-up call with this Seven of Swords specifically. This is someone who... It almost feels like you've been asleep at the wheel for a while, Leo, and maybe you're kind of waking back up into yourself. I don't know if you've been kind of like sluggish and maybe kind of depriving yourself of contact with other people, maybe depriving yourself of things that were making you happy for a while, almost like Seven of Swords and Seven of Wands here, dealing with a lot of other people's drama, dealing with a lot of having to support other people's egos for so long. It's kind of was starting to erode at you in some way, possibly. And maybe you were just in an energy, maybe during the winter months, it was kind of an energy of holding up and kind of reevaluating some of the more important truths that there are in your life, and kind of starting to make some decisions about what you want to do next. And again, I've got the Two of Swords hanging up back here on the back wall, which is someone who hasn't quite made a choice as to what they want to do next and what they want their life to look like next. And it feels like you're kind of in an energy of making a decision. And there's also an energy of kind of wanting to sneak away, maybe sneak away unnoticed, like move to sunny Florida and not tell anyone. Yeah, I get that. And I got the Temperance card that comes out here. Someone who's really looking at the choices that they've made in their lives, their habits, their routines. I'm hearing like possible, there's an energy of somebody here who wants to like start a new weight loss program or something like that. There's somebody who wants to let go of some old habits and ways of thinking here. The Temperance card is the card of Sagittarius. You have, again, a lot of major arcanas here, 3 major ones here. This Six of Swords... Perfect. I got the Five of Swords in reverse. There's like an energy that's been holding you back for a while, Leo. And I'm not sure. The Five of Swords can be an energy of needing to cut people out of your life and in order to move on, right? It can be it can be a lot of different things. But whenever we have it in the reverse under this Six of Swords right here, it feels like you've been allowing other people to dictate some things in your life and not really talking and telling your truth about it. Just kind of continually supporting others. And I don't mean like a yes man or anything, but just like always having to be the smoother in a situation. And I think like you're ready to move on from that in some way, but not really telling anybody how you're feeling here with that Seven of Swords here. Let me clarify with another deck. Let's use this Hush Tarot. Alrighty, let's go back over here to this Star card. Kind of see what you have on your mind here. I got the Three of Wands. Okay, so definitely, I think of the Three of Wands as kind of the minor arcana version of the Magician card for me. It's kind of like an energy of manifestation. But it's still kind of like waiting for the cookies to all be baked. It can be waiting on other people to get on the same page as you, waiting on other people to join you. It's an energy of having to, in this specific reading, there's kind of an energy of you needing to start focusing on what it is that you want to do for yourself, and these other folks, whoever they are, kind of, I'm just seeing somebody like blowing out like a sheet or something outside, like shaking something off, just kind of letting everyone be on their own and just sending them off to do their own thing while you go and focus on what it is that you want to focus on. I don't know if you might be leaving a specific career to go start your own. I don't know if you are I don't know, letting others fend for themselves for a while so that you can go and focus on yourself. I have the 9 of Wands in reverse, which is someone who kind of wishes they'd put up boundaries a little sooner. The Wounded Warrior card is this 9 of Wands, and whenever we have it in the reverse, it's somebody who's kind of getting hurt by the situation, like feeling drained out from other people, from other people's baggage, other people's issues, and recognizing that it's okay to let them kind of, again, fend for themselves. And yeah, release. I'm hearing release. Okay, good. And now I have the 7 of Cups in reverse. We've got 7, 7, 7. 7, when I get 7, 7, 7 as a reader, for me, it's kind of an indication of needing to ask for divine guidance or needing to ask for help, which for me means prayer. Some people it's meditation. You do you, but it's kind of seeking guidance from a higher power, because there's a recognition that maybe you can't do it all on your own, and maybe here there's an understanding that it really isn't your job to, and you don't need to be quite so focused on other people's emotions. And I think you finally figure that out, and now you're just kind of trying to walk away slowly, back away slowly. Okay. And now I have the Magician card out, which is very similar energy to that 3 of Wands that I said was the minor arcana version of the Magician. The Magician right here in the upright position on top of the Sun card tells me that you're making major changes happen in your life. You may be moving on towards a different career path for yourself. You may just be doing something that's taking you out of a lot of drama and a lot of other people's egos and situations, so that you can focus more on yourself here with this Temperance card. It comes out on its side, telling me that there is a need for you to reestablish balance in your own life, and now you're understanding that. This 6 of Swords, there's also this understanding, and I've got the 9 of Pentacles up here too. This is awesome. So the 9 of Pentacles is the minor arcana version of the Empress card, right? And the 9 of Pentacles is someone who's in business for themselves. They can be entrepreneurs. They can be private business owners, personal business owners, something like that. And there's an energy of needing to let some people go, and they've been kind of holding you back. It's kind of what I'm hearing. It's an energy of singleness with that 9 of Pentacles here. And there's an understanding that moving on from whatever this situation was, which was kind of feeling very codependent in a lot of ways, was holding you back. And now there's an energy of you feeling like you can do it on your own now. And now I have the 7 of Pentacles here right on top of the 7, 7, 7, 7. We have all the 7s out here now. Very good. So the 7 of Pentacles is an energy of feeling like you have to wait, feeling like you have to wait for other people to be ready for you to move on from this, feeling an energy of, like, I feel like you've waited long enough here with this 9 of Swords in reverse. That is, again, an energy of sleepless nights, tossing and turning, worry, stress, something like that. And it's in the reverse like this. We have someone who's tired of feeling that way. You're tired of having to wait on these other people to figure it out and get it together. Very good. Now I have the King of Swords here, which is kind of like having to tell the truth. It goes right on top of that 7 of Swords. It may be having to stand up for yourself, maybe having to stand up to a superior, maybe having to step away from a superior position that you have or something, and just say, look, kids, you go ahead and handle your business yourself. This King of Swords coming out here is someone who's very honest. They're very wise. They aren't always the most well-liked, because they don't always say the things that everyone wants them to say anymore. They're starting to tell the truth in a situation. This is a really good sign, though. It's really, all signs are pointing to you being quite independent and being really a lot more balanced, and you giving yourself an opportunity to function more and focus more on your own balance. And I like it for you very, very much, Leo, whoever you are. If this was your reading, thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you very much. Next up, we have Capricorn. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to pull this Star Power Tarot out for Capricorn. First of the Earth signs. I have the 8 of Cups coming out on its side. This can be an energy of struggling to let go of someone or something emotionally. Specific to this deck, there's an energy of kind of believing that you love something very, very much, but understanding it's not healthy, it's not good for you, you can't keep on doing it, and it's not going to do you any good to keep doing it, right? Whenever we have it come out on its side here, it can be an energy of struggling to let go of something that you know is really not good for you. And I have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Womp womp. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles in reverse is an energy of someone who can be feeling left out from a group. They can be feeling separated from someone that they love. It can be an energy of financial loss. This can be in this combination, it's exactly what we were talking about just a second ago. Is letting go of something that you know is not good enough for you in some way. And tattooed across our lovely zombie princess's forehead, it says, some give more. In the reverse like this, you understand that you're not getting enough out of this situation or relationship. So there's really no point in you just continually pumping the gas into it. It's like putting gas into a car that doesn't have a battery. It's like not going to get you anywhere. The moon in reverse is that it's a card of Cancer, but it's a card of having to address some underlying issues. Okay, why have I been holding on to this? Why have I allowed this to sit around in my life as long as it has? What was it that made me think that was okay for whatever reason and for however long? And so that's really healthy that you're looking at it from that perspective. I'm sorry that you're having to, but you know, that's all right. Let's see here. We have the Emperor right in the middle. Good job. And then right next to the Devil, which is your card. So fantastic job. Both in the upright position. This Emperor card is someone who is really taking charge of their own lives. This is someone who runs their own business. This is someone who runs their own show, whatever. This is someone who maintains their own empire, and they do a very, very good job. They run a tight ship. Excellent job, whoever you are. This is the card of Aries, also the card of Divine Masculine. But specifically, it's someone who is large and in charge. And I have this Devil card, which is your card, the card of Capricorn. And in this specific reading, it tells me that you are finally back to feeling like yourself. So it feels like we're in an energy of letting go of something and really, really processing some, you know, some past issues here. Very good job, Capricorn. I have the World card that comes out here. Now, we're tying up some loose ends. This World card comes out in the reverse. But, again, as I was saying earlier tonight, excuse me, I have horrible seasonal allergies all of a sudden. I always am in denial, and I always say, I don't have allergies. What? But I do. And I'm going to have to start taking my Claritin. But I didn't yet today, so pardon my cough. This World card is the final card in the major arcana of a deck of tarot. So whenever we have that, we know that we're at a final ending. And the next card that comes out is the Fool card, right? And that's a brand new, fresh start after we've tied up all these loose ends. But whenever we have it in the reverse, it's a very similar energy to this Eight of Cups in reverse, where we're having trouble letting go of something that we had invested in emotionally, something that is like a big part of our lives. It can be, I don't know. Let's get some clarification here. But it feels like you're moving from one phase to the next. And we have a lot of this happening for a lot of people, where we're making a lot of transitions throughout our lives, and we're ending cycles, and we're starting brand new beginnings in things. There's a lot of change happening in people's lives. But for some reason, kind of still struggling to let go of something. Let's look. What's this Eight of Cups in reverse? Five of thank you. I got the Devil card. Wow, that's twice out for you, Capricorn. Whoever you are, you're magical. You know it. So we have you in the upright position. This is you really taking charge of yourself emotionally. You may be like going to therapy. You may be going to yoga classes. You may be, I don't know, just cleaning out your closets. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it's an energy of simplification. It's an energy of coming back into yourself. It's an energy of coming out of depression. For you, this is an energy of hard work and a desire to enjoy your life coming back towards you. This is fantastic and very, very positive for you, with this devil card out twice for you, Capricorn. And I got the World card out in reverse again. Okay. So I love you guys so much. You're so, so smart. I love it when you give me doubles. That's great. Sometimes it is hard to clarify the World in reverse with the World in reverse, but let's give it a go. Again, it's kind of an energy of needing to let go of something, maybe tie up some loose ends. And it's the understanding that you are ending something so that you can start something else. And I don't know if those are the trigger words that you need to hear that's going to allow you to move forward in this situation, because with the World in reverse that just came out, I have the Five of Cups. And while I'm not a medical doctor, obviously I always call the Five of Cups kind of like the definition of insanity card. card, because it's someone who's continually reaching for the same empty cups. And even when she gets up there and gets to them, they are not going to give her what she needs. Meanwhile, she's neglecting these two perfectly good cups down here that would satisfy her, but she's just so focused on these things that are out of reach for her. And and again, don't get hung up on the genders. It's not about that. It's about the story, right? So we have someone here who has kind of like, it's like an energy of like beating a dead horse or investing emotionally in things that they simply know are not getting them anywhere. And I think that once you realize that, it frees you up. It frees up your ability to invite this new phase into your life, Capricorn. Good job. Hold on, that is way too many. I'm putting those back in 1 second. Oh man, so I have the Strength card that comes out on top of that, and I have the Seven of Swords as well. This is someone who's been having a hard time telling themselves the truth, or maybe recognizing the truth, or believing their own truth, or something like that. And this all feels like your energy, Capricorn, and I don't know where this is coming from for you, and I don't know how this resonates for you in your life, but this Seven of Swords is an energy of someone who hasn't been telling the whole truth about a situation. And it's interesting because it comes out with this Strength card, which is the card of Leo, and it's something that's you've been having a really hard time accepting for some reason. And I think that you're just kind of to the point where you're starting to figure it out for yourself, and doing that, not only does it free you up to start a new phase in your life, but it really brings you back to yourself. This understanding that whatever this was you were investing in just wasn't bringing you any positivity in whatever way. And it's okay for you to just say, you know what? It wasn't good for me. It wasn't good enough for me. It didn't work for me. They didn't work for me. I don't know what it is. And there's like some kind of truth that has to be recognized here, where you realize you haven't been allowing the right things into your life. You've been so focused on trying to attain those empty ones up there. All right. Clear as mud, clear as mud. All right. That was your reading for the week, Capricorn. Way to be so amazing with the duplicate cards here. That always tells me that whoever I'm reading for has a really big energy, and they are able to shoot their energy from their living room over here to my table. And it is amazing to me. If you can do that, you can pretty much do anything in your life. I think whoever you are, Capricorn. All right. So I will see you guys soon and next week for sure. And we have Virgo up next. Let's go over here to the Deviant Moon Tarot for Virgo. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Alrighty, here I have the Hanged Man that comes out here on its side. That's the card of Pisces. It's an energy of waiting to make a decision. Whenever I have the Hanged Man that comes out in the reverse, for me as a reader, it's the energy of having to wait for someone else in order to kind of free up your energy, like waiting on somebody else to work with you or something like that. Whenever we have it on its side here, it's an energy of not being sure you want to wait on someone or something any longer. And there's an energy of being tired of not being sure what's coming next or what someone else's next move is. This Ace of Pentacles in reverse comes out here. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse tells me it's something that you don't feel like you can invest in any longer. Maybe you're not trusting some kind of situation because you're not seeing a lot of action from another person. Maybe you're not seeing a lot of communication or commitment from someone, and you're getting tired of it, and you don't want to keep investing in something if you feel like it's not going to bring you anything profitable. And again, I have the Seven of Swords. This guy has been present in almost every single reading tonight. So the Seven of Swords, specific to this deck, is someone who's having a hard time swallowing their own truth. So you may just be kind of in this position where you've waited on someone for so long, or waited on this thing for so long, and invested so much of yourself in believing that this was the right thing or the right person for you. And now you're recognizing that it really isn't. It's kind of maybe a difficult truth for you to have to swallow and have to be honest with yourself about something. So I don't know if that's the situation or what. It could also be an energy of not feeling like you can trust someone because maybe someone hasn't been telling you the truth in a situation. Don't you think I'm gonna clarify with another deck in a minute? I will. So there's this Knight of Pentacles here, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, masculine energy. So way to show up in the middle of your reading there, Virgo. But it's kind of an energy of well, wanting to invest in the right things for one thing, but wanting to be smart about it. And it's wanting to start putting in the steps to make your life better for the future. And it's wanting to plan for it. And it's not wanting to align with anything that isn't going to be part of that plan any longer. It's like an understanding that you're going to have to be the one that kind of propels yourself forward. And so you can't be relying on anything that is non-committal, wishy-washy, or like, you know, just something that isn't very solid or stable anymore. Like, show me the money is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I have the Ace of Wands in reverse here, which can be it can be an ending of like a sexual relationship in some way. It can be an ending of something that you thought was going to go somewhere and it ended up just being like a dead stop, like a dead, like a brick wall kind of thing. With that Ace of Wands in reverse, it kind of feels like dousing a torch in water. There's like no longer being excited by someone or something, no longer being turned on by a project in some way. I'm going to clarify with this Chicoli deck here for you guys, Virgo. In any case, it's right in the center of your reading here is that Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles is really looking at the situation for what it is and making a very educated choice based upon this data that they have received about this individual or this situation, where I say that we have you kind of waiting for someone and not really trusting in the situation or not wanting to invest in it any longer. Looking at that, collecting all of that data so that they can make a more informed choice for the future. Good job, you. All right, what is this Hanged Man? What are we waiting on here with this Ace of Pentacles and this Hanged Man? I got that Ace of Wands in reverse again. Good job, Virgo. Wow, at the beginning and at the end here. Ace of Wands in reverse again. It's an energy of seeing things clearly for the first time. And I don't know if it was like, well, it could have been something that was like shiny objects for you, something that you thought was going to go somewhere and it ended up being kind of non-committal, something that you really couldn't grow with. I've got the Ace of Wands 2 times and the Ace of Pentacles here. That's 3 aces, but they're all in the reverse. So it's kind of an energy of something that never was really able to fully get off the ground in the first place. And while I said like shiny objects, like something you thought was going to go somewhere and you actually waited for it to see. And I have the Knight of Wands now. Got 2 knights out here now. Got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here, but this is, again, the very kind of dodgy, non-committal. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy, but really, whenever we have the Knight of Wands that comes out in the reverse, it's like false start. It's stop, go. It's somebody who doesn't commit. They can be promiscuous at times, the Knight of Wands in reverse, but it's definitely an energy of not seeing what you want to see and not seeing the level of commitment that you need to be seeing, not seeing the level of action that you need to be seeing, right? The Knight of Wands is it's kind of immature, you know, and with that Ace of Wands 2 times out, it's definitely something that just never could get off the ground, possibly because of somebody else's immaturity or something. What? Yeah. And now I have the Ace of Swords. Now we have 4 aces out. Wowza. All right, Virgo. So this tells me, and this Ace of Swords is right in the upright position, right in the middle, right on top of your card, that Knight of Pentacles energy, which is telling me that, again, making solid, informed decisions. And I am thinking that this will be the week that you reach out to someone and tell them that you're not going to be waiting for them any longer. And you're going to choose to go in a different direction in whatever that way that means for you. And it's an energy of someone who wants to move forward in a different way and someone who's going to be really clear about what they say and how they say it. Oof, okie dokie. And for every bit, like when I was saying, like this is somebody who may be having a hard time swallowing their own truth, or somebody who hasn't been telling you the truth, or something, this very distrustful kind of like truth swallowing kind of individual or energy right here. It's all going to be changing this week with this Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is clarity that comes in, and it comes in from communication. Very honest communication. And now I have the Four of Swords, which is an energy of an ending. And I have the Lover's card that comes out with that, which is the card of Gemini. But it's really about a choice. This Four of Swords, it's not necessarily always an ending, but it does indicate like a separation or a need for a break or a timeout in a situation. It can be as much as needing a nap, but it really, whenever we have this situation, this is someone who's retracting themselves so that they can kind of be on their own. It's kind of like not going to say huffy so much, but maybe something like that. With this with this Lovers card here that comes out, there's an energy that there's something else that's coming towards you. And it's a bigger energy and something that you are much more likely to want to invest in. What is that? And I got this Seven of Swords out again. Okay. Alrighty. So no more of this, right? No more of this energy of like this, again, that kind of deceitful, gets a bad rap, lying liar who lies, somebody who's always trying to get away with something, who's always trying to cover up the truth. Not having that in your life anymore, whether that was an energy of yours where you weren't really accepting your own truth or the truth about this situation, where it was kind of not getting off the ground for A, B, and C reasons. Like, I don't know, or if this is an energy of another person who has been deceptive with you in the past, not accepting that any longer. With this Ten of Cups that comes out here, it goes out here with this Lovers card. I'm telling you, there's something else that's coming towards you, and there's an energy of needing to remove yourself from whatever this is, with this Ace of Wands 2 times out, with this kind of dodgy Knight of Wands in reverse kind of energy, and bowing out so that you can make a more informed decision for the future in a different direction. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. Way to go. You guys are also geniuses. Good job with these, all these aces. Aces are brand new beginnings, right? And it tells me that you haven't been able to move forward for a while. You've been kind of kept on the hook by this other energy, with this Hanged Man energy, and you're quite sick of it. And I think that once you free that up and once you collect all that data, I think you're going to surprise yourself by just how bright you are and how you're able to move forward into exactly the right situation that you belong in. Good job, Virgo. I will catch up with you guys next week. Next up, we have Taurus, last of our earth signs. Let's bring out this Tarot of Azathoth for you guys. Taurus. Alrighty. Whew, that is too many. Hold on, I'm going to put them back in. Alright, what do we have for you guys, Taurus? Okay. I got the Chariot in reverse, feeling like you're kind of stuck. The Chariot in reverse can indicate car trouble. Just incidentally, you may want to get your car checked this week if that is something that is important. It's the card of Cancer. This Chariot card in the reverse can indicate being like stuck in the mud, feeling like you can't move forward from something. I have the Judgment card in reverse, wishing that you had made a different choice and wishing you'd made it sooner. The Judgment in reverse is kind of a wake-up call, and it can be kind of like a disruptive wake-up call. It kind of is almost like a tower moment. The Judgment card is the second to the last card in our major arcana traditional deck. And it's whenever we have you in the reverse with both of these cards, it's like kind of stuck like Chuck, feeling like you can't move into the next phase of your life because you are still picking up the pieces from something that you haven't been able to move on from yet in some way. Okay. And I have the Four of Wands right in the middle. This is great. So this is a cool deck. This is called the Tarot of Azathoth, and they title some of their artwork. And this one is called Completion. Now, this is a marriage card. This is a card about stability. It's stability in your physical body, the four walls of your home. This can indicate a stable relationship. This is our Twin Flame 1111 card, if that resonates with you. It's an energy of, completion, but it's kind of like... Geez, that old movie, Jerry Maguire, You Complete Me kind of energy. That is kind of coming towards you here. Now, I'm going to come back through and clarify with another deck because I want to see how all of this goes together, because that's a very positive card. And these two, where I have you kind of stuck like Chuck over here, I just got to find out more about this. All right, I have the Queen of Cups that's crossing this. Someone who's kind of deciding how they feel about a situation. They've been kind of emotionally overwhelmed about a situation. When we have this Queen of Cups, it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine energy. But specifically, it's someone who's having trouble managing their emotions about a situation and maybe needing to let something go here in order to move forward. Let's look here. I've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse, exactly needing to let something go. Now, again, they've titled this one Power. And the Four of Pentacles, traditionally, readers will say it can be about greed. It can be about being miserly. It can be about holding on to things and not feeling like you can give anything away. Specific to this deck, though, it's like really holding on to your source of power, right? Whenever we have it in the reverse, this is someone who may have been holding on for the wrong reasons, holding on to some of these emotional issues and not being able to let go of them for some reason, or maybe just not being able to give in to another person or something. Okay. And now I have the Prince of Swords here, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. But it's an energy that's very fast moving. It's very concise and clear, very direct, highly communicative. It comes in, it clears a wide pathway for change, which is great because all of this stuck like Chuck, Chariot in the reverse and Judgment in the reverse energy that you've been kind of stuck in over here. This can be an energy of feeling very much in your head, really questioning choices, that being real hard on yourself, if I'm being honest, Taurus. Maybe like every little thing you ever did wrong is kind of like plaguing you right now or something. You could just be sitting in that energy, and that can be, honestly, it can be part of seasonal depression or something. It can be part of just like stagnancy. It can be part of quarantine life. Pick one, right? Any of those. If this has been you, we have some change that's coming in, and it's going to be coming in from being able to let go of something that you thought holding on to was like a source of power for you, and you understanding that that's not true any longer. And it's going to help you deal with some of these underlying emotional things that have been bubbling up to the surface for a while here. And I think it's going to bring you back to a state of balance in your life, possibly in a relationship, and or it could be allowing somebody to move in towards you. All right, I'm going to clarify with this Tarot of Wonderland real quick. Tell me about this Judgment in reverse energy. The Judgment in reverse is kind of a need for a wake-up call. It's a need to kind of wake up and smell the coffee. It can be a need for change. It can be a need to like make a drastic change in your life in some way. And sometimes, you know, doing that is, it can cause a shakeup, like making a positive change in your life can cause enough of a shakeup to help you, to propel you from one phase of your life into the next or something. And with this card, this Four of Wands being titled completion, there's an energy of knowing that you're going to need to complete one thing and have to let go of something here in order for this balance to be reestablished for you, whatever that means. Hold on, that's too many. And I have the King of Wands that comes out here crossing this. I don't know if there's an Aries Leo Sagittarius of significance in your life here where you're kind of on the fence about someone here or waiting for something here. This King of Wands energy is an energy of someone who's having trouble feeling strong within them, feeling like they can make choices. This is, the King of Wands is usually very brave. They're usually a real action taker. They're somebody that kind of leads the charge in themselves. They're very generous. They're very positive and upbeat. And, you know, people love to be around them typically because they're just very fiery and very passionate. Whenever we have this person coming out on its side here, either you're dealing with this individual who, I don't know, you maybe some things about them may be kind of coming to light here, or if this is not another individual and we're still talking about yourself and your feelings here, Taurus, this is an energy of someone who is really struggling to enact change in their lives because of some fear-based emotions. They're afraid of letting go of something. If I let go of this, then what does that look like for me? Then who am I? Then what do I have? That kind of energy. And I think that that's about to change. I've got the King of Wands here and I've got the Queen of Cups here, having to release something here that is very emotional for you. And I have now the King of Swords. We have a lot of royalty cards here. This could be a lot of people involved in this situation in some way. This King of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, masculine energy. This is someone who is starting to understand. There's almost like a trickle-down effect of information and understanding for you this week, whoever you are, Taurus. There is definitely an energy of letting go of something. And that it's like mentally letting go of something, physically letting go of something, emotionally letting go of something. And all of that leads to a great change in some way. And I have the Four of Swords that comes out in the reverse, which is needing to take a break. It goes right on top of that 1111 Four of Wands card here, telling me you're on the right track and that you're really just, and I've got 444. I just saw that. Four of Wands, Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Good job. So that's really trying to establish balance, reestablish balance in your life, and needing to take a break, needing to take a time out from something, trying to get your head together, trying to get your emotions in order, trying to get your physical self back in order. I'm seeing somebody going for a jog around the block, seeing somebody going for 2 miles, seeing somebody who, again, a major change. Like, I want to make a major change in my life and I want to let go of this and I want to bring new energies towards me. me. This is very positive. I like it, whoever you are. I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse that goes right underneath that Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's an energy of things starting to fall apart in some way. It can be an energy of feeling like you can't keep all these balls up in the air anymore, and you're going to have to put something down, or else it's all going to start to fall apart. It's a need for taking a break. It can be a need for taking a nap, you know. But this Two of Pentacles in reverse is feeling quite off balance and kind of like I'm seeing something like tumbling down a hill kind of. And it's kind of wishing that you had this wake up call earlier, wishing that you had this understanding or this ability to let go of this sooner. It's almost like, if only I had known how much easier it would be to just let go of that, and how much better things would be if I could just let go of that or that person. I had no idea how much brighter it would be because I was so afraid of what it was going to look like. And there's an energy of change with this Knight of Swords. Tell me about that. I got the Temperance in reverse. This is understanding how off balance you've been. It goes right with that Two of Pentacles too. This is an understanding. There's like a tremendous understanding that comes in for you this week, Taurus, that teaches you about your routines, your habits. There's like someone who is looking at inner child wounding with this emotional damage or issues. There's somebody who's looking at their thought processes. There's somebody who's assessing their routines with that King of Swords. There's somebody who's looking at their health habits with that King of Wands energy. There's somebody who's willing to let go of some things that they know haven't been great, and they're wishing that they had done it sooner with that Judgment card in reverse. And there's this, with this Chariot card in reverse, there's an energy of that stagnancy that you're pulling yourself out of just by making some changes for yourself. Way to go, Taurus. I really like where your head is at, and I really like that you're being so proactive here. I like it very much. And I think that if you've been feeling sluggish or tired, that's changing. And I'm looking for that change like by Wednesday of this week. Wednesday, Thursday of this week, major changes and the ability to start letting things go. There's going to be a lot of emotional release that comes from that. And it's going to be, I'm just like feeling relaxed all of a sudden, like in my chest for a second. Like, it's just like, man, I didn't realize that just letting that one thing go was going to change my life in so many positive ways. Good job, whoever you are. All right, I will see you guys next week. Next up, we have Aquarius, first of our air signs. I'm going to come back over here to this Deviant Moon Tarot for you guys and see what we have for Aquarius. I got the Hanged Man in reverse out for you guys too. That's nuts. All right, so the Hanged Man in reverse is somebody who's super tired of waiting on another person. They don't want to do it anymore. They're not going to do it anymore. Hanged Man in reverse is the card of Pisces. And now I got the Three of Swords in reverse. This is healing from a breakup that's happened already. Feeling like you don't have to wait on this situation anymore, feeling like there's been a final ending. When we have the Three of Swords, again, I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck, but whenever it's in the upright position, I can tell that that's something that we've just gone through. Whenever we have it in the reverse, we've already started to heal from it. So good job, Aquarius, whoever you are. It's feeling like you don't have to wait around for someone anymore. And I got the Three of Cups in reverse, which is a lack of reconciliation. It's an understanding that this is not going to come back together and that it's okay to let it go. I've got 2 threes in a row there. Excuse me. The Three of Cups in reverse is like understanding that it's not going to be coming back together. Okay. And that allows you to let go. That allows you to let go. I got the Ten of Swords here. This was something that kept coming back around in your life. It was like very cyclical. And so that's what's kind of kept you on the hook here with that Hanged Man in reverse, waiting for somebody else to figure something out or something like that. But that Ten of Swords is the minor arcana version of the Death card for me. I always call it the Julius Caesar card. One more final stab in the back just when you thought it was over, right? But that Ten of Swords is like a final ending. Tens are completion, cycles of completion, and I like seeing that it's in the upright position for you. This may have been something that's already happened, and we've already gone through all of this. It doesn't look like it happened that long ago because we're still kind of healing from it with that Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like you had been kind of hoping for some kind of reconciliation here. Understanding that that's not happening is allowing you to make that final ending. Good job. All righty. And now I got the Emperor in reverse. Poop. All right. The Emperor in reverse. The Emperor is the card of Aries. It's a card of divine masculine. Whenever we have the Emperor in reverse, this is someone who can be kind of prone to temper tantrums, or they can feel like their world is falling apart. They can be experiencing kind of like a micro emergency, or just kind of like overwhelming emotions, feeling like they can't keep everything up anymore, feeling like they don't have the support that they need, like they don't have the financial support that they need. Someone whose kingdom has kind of been turned upside down, their empire's been kind of turned upside down. This could be an energy of someone who feels like they've lost a lot, possibly too. And I got the Three of Pentacles here that came out on its side. I'm hearing, if only they had done this, if only they had done that, if only they had said this, if only that. And there's like a lot of if onlys or woulda, coulda, shouldas that I'm hearing. And I don't know if that's from you or from another person. That Three of Pentacles, though, is an energy of not being on the same page with another person, or not being a team player, not working together in some way. And there's kind of an energy of, it's kind of arduous. It's kind of like, why are we even continuing to do this kind of feeling? And I got the Ten of Pentacles here. That's what it was. There was a real energy. Okay, so we're still talking about this thing that's happened over here. I'm seeing Aquarius, so we'll just go ahead and do that. I feel like you're moving through this, but just still kind of reeling a little bit from whatever this is, if this is in fact your reading. Now, this Ten of Pentacles here that comes out here in the upright position tells me it's like, didn't we almost have it all? That old song from like the 80s. There should have been a lot of stability here in this foundation. There should have been, this should have been more positively, more stably founded in some way. Like, we should have built this more solidly. Like, we could have had everything here. This could have worked. We could have supported one another in some way. And now, what? Yeah, there's still someone who's super emotionally invested in this with this Queen of Cups that comes out here on her side. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine energy. But there is someone here who is just really struggling to let go emotionally of someone or something. It's like this cycle, this never-ending cycle for you with this individual or this situation. I have two tens here. I got the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. They're both in the upright position here, which tells me that you are free now to move on towards something else. With this Queen of Cups, though, that kind of glues them all together here, right in the center of your reading, there is still someone who has a lot of emotional investment in someone or something here, and it's throwing their whole world upside down to have to let go of this. I think someone here was hoping for reconciliation, and I think that, wow, that's not, and I don't know which side of this story you're on here, Aquarius, but because of that, it's kind of like a tailspin for someone here. I'm hearing like somebody like stomping their feet, like with frustration here. Okie dokie. Alrighty, and I have the King of Wands in reverse here. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, masculine energy, but specifically the King of Wands in reverse is someone who hasn't always made the best decisions. Again, throwing temper tantrums, very similar to that Emperor in reverse energy. You could be dealing with an Aries here. This is somebody who can be, oh man, just temperamental. Fit throwing is kind of what I'm hearing. Somebody who blows things out of proportion. Somebody who doesn't have good control over their emotions or something like that. I think that's somebody that's kind of external to you, or I don't know if this is your behavior. I don't know. But it's something that is you're contemplating within this dynamic in some way. There's an energy of non-commitment here. What was the situation here? Yeah, and I've got the Temperance card out that crosses this. There's a lot of fire sign energy on here, Aquarius. Temperance is the card of Sagittarius, goes right under that Queen of Cups here. I don't know if this is who you're attached to or if they're attached to you in some way here. There's definitely some kind of emotional attachment here. This is someone who was very off balance. You were off balance within this situation. Maybe neither person was really acting the way that they should have been. The Temperance, whenever it comes out here on its side, this is somebody who's like re-examining the values that they have, the moral values they have, the physical values that they have in their life. And they're being forced to. It's like a force to be reckoned with. There's something that someone here is being forced to deal with. I have the Ten of Pentacles here right on top of the Ten of Pentacles. Brilliant. Whoever you are, there's a lot of stability within you. You're And in fact, this week's probably going to be a really good week for you financially. I'm guessing there's just a lot of positive income coming towards you. There's a lot of stability here within you. I'm not entirely sure why this has fallen apart here, but there's just an energy of needing to rebuild and really wanting to focus on stability. And I feel like you have the best of intentions here. I have the Fool card that comes out here, which is that very beginning. That's the first card in our major arcana of tarot, but it comes out on its side here, and it's still on top of this Queen of Cups that on its side too. What I was saying, like, we have somebody here who's so emotionally invested that they're having a hard time moving on. Whoever you are, whatever you are. And I'm getting a lot of frustration having to wait on this. Now I've got the Ace of Cups that comes out here. And I got the Queen of Cups. I'm so sorry. My brain just quit for a second. I kept hearing the word Pisces in my head for some reason. The Queen of Pisces. I don't know. Here is what I'm thinking. I don't know if... I think there was a hope for reconciliation with this situation over here. And I think it's not happening. And I think that you are slowly letting go of this, or you understand that you have to let go of this in order to get to where you want to be next. This Ace of Cups over here is, and specific to this Chicoli deck, is an energy of someone who is finally starting to allow other people into their lives. This is someone who's finally starting to want to share themselves with another person in the right way. This is someone who's going to attract, and I'm talking about you here, Aquarius. This is someone who's going to start attracting more positive, vibrational relationships into their lives. This is someone who's going to start attracting people that they align with more into their lives. And we have this Queen of Cups energy that comes towards you. This is the second time out for the Queen of Cups for you guys, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, feminine energy. But it's whenever we have it in the upright here, this is someone who has a return to emotional stability in their life. This is someone who has a return of love coming towards them. This is a very nurturing energy. It's very kind. It's very compassionate, but it's someone who, again, feels like they can start offering themselves to another person for the first time in a while. But there is definitely an energy of having to let go of something here that you were very emotionally invested in and something that you were hoping would come back around. And while it doesn't look like it is, that understanding is allowing you to open yourself up to something that is really much more better suited for you. So whoever you are, Aquarius, if that was your reading, very good job. Sometimes it's really hard to let go of those ideals that we attach ourselves to. And when we can't let go of it, it keeps the right thing from coming towards us because we're so fixated on that other thing that we get into our head that that's the right thing for us, the right person for us. But remember that old song? I'm just like a wealth of old songs lately. It's like all old 80s songs for some reason tonight. But that some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers, right? And this may be one of those situations where you had hoped that you would reconcile with this individual who ultimately wasn't the right person for you, and understanding and being able to let that go invites in the right energy for you. Good job, whoever you are. Next up, we have Libra. I'm going to move over here to this traditional Rider-Waite for Libra. See what we have for you guys. All right, Libra, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What the heck? Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, as you know, for me is like my favorite card to get in any reading, whether it's love, finance, career, family, whatever. Because it's a solid beginning. It's a solid start. It can be something you can take to the bank. It's something you're willing to invest in. It's very positive. In the reverse, not so much. In the reverse, it's an energy of something like, if there's no growth here, I'm going to have to let go of this. We're going to have to cut our losses. This is something I thought was going to go better, but for some reason, it's not. What? And I got the Justice card in reverse, which is your card, Libra. Way to show up for yourself, but I'm not liking that you're in the reverse. So, specific to you, this being your card and it being in the reverse, and with this Ace of Pentacles underneath it, I'm very sorry. It just kind of feels like an energy of like a womp womp. I thought this was going to be better, but in fact it is not. And it's making me feel not like myself. I'm not feeling like my best self. The Justice card obviously is symbolic of you guys, the Libras, but it's an energy of feeling, when it's in the reverse, of things being off balance, of things being unfair, of things being unjust. All right. It can be legal matters not going the way that you want them to. It can be just like an overall feeling of unfairness. And I got the Chariot in reverse. This is an energy of feeling stuck. That's the card of Cancer, the Chariot in reverse, feeling like you can't move forward in some way. Something has got you stuck here in the mud. The Chariot in reverse is an energy of not being able to move on the way that you want to. Got the Five of Pentacles that comes out on its side here, Libra. It can be an energy of financial loss. It's definitely kind of a glass is half empty, kind of pessimistic point of view. I don't know if this is how you've been feeling lately. Let's see if we can get that frown turned upside down here in a minute. There's going to be something better that comes along, right? That's just how it always goes. What goes up must come down and vice versa. So we have that Five of Pentacles. It can be an energy of someone who feels like they're separated from someone that they love. This can be an energy of poverty mindset or feeling like you don't have enough. I got the Four of Wands that comes out on its side here too. This is someone who's questioning like their physical stability, the inside their body. Like I was saying, you're not feeling like your best self, possibly, Libra. But this Four of Wands, this is that Twin Flame 1111 card. And it can be a divinely guided soulmate that's coming towards you, but it can also be an energy of just really needing to refocus your attention on your own physical self, the four walls of your home, and then outside your home, and then and let's just tackle one thing at a time is kind of that energy until we have balance again. All right, Libra, let's look further here. I'm going to clarify with another deck. Yes, of course I am. I get the Judgment card. Very, very good. All right, that's going to be your final card. I like that. That's a wake-up call. That's an understanding. That's an aha moment. It's an awakening, and it's all of a sudden a veil being lifted. This is fantastic. Again, if you haven't been feeling like yourself, you've been feeling sluggish, what did I say? What goes down must go back up, right? You know, I mean, it's going to work that way. Well, not always, but yeah. You know what I mean. Okay, so with this Judgment card, it's like a lot of positivity coming back towards you. I'm going to use this Tarot of Dreams to clarify real quick. Let's go back over here. Now, when I say it's a lot of positivity coming towards you with that Judgment card, that's not what the Judgment card means. The Judgment card is the second to the last of the deck of major arcana, right? And it's right before we get to the World card, which is like tying up those final loose ends and so that you can start a new chapter, so you can start a new cycle, right? When we have this Judgment card, it's the understanding that a change is coming. It's the understanding that things are improving. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel that happens with this Judgment card. It can be a reawakening. It can be a reevaluation of things. It can be a fresh perspective. Okay. Okay. All right, I got the Hermit card that comes out here, man. All right, that's an energy of isolation. It's an energy of going within, talking with a higher power, communing with your higher self. It can be an energy of meditation and quietude. It can be an energy of solitude, right? And that's right on top of that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of a lonely vibe, if I'm being honest, with that Justice card in the reverse, that Five of Pentacles and that Chariot. It's kind of an energy of, I don't know, I never think of the Hermit card negatively. A lot of other people kind of fight that isolation energy, but I'm an introvert, so I love it. And I find a lot of peace that comes from that isolation and that quietude. Not everybody feels that way. It's kind of an energy of you needing to find that balance, though, and an energy of going within. It's the card of Virgo there, that Hermit card. It's maybe getting away from other people's energy that allows you to kind of move forward, that allows you to bring more peace and more stability and balance into your life, and maybe really wanting to focus on that. I have the Ten of Pentacles that comes out here in the reverse. This can be a loss of a job. This can be a loss of finance or something. It could be an energy of not feeling like it's balanced or fair. This can be an energy of wanting to look at some false foundations in your life with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's an energy of understanding that there was not going to be any growth there. And unfortunately, the things that we may have invested in maybe didn't go the way that they had hoped. Maybe they didn't pan out the way we had hoped they would. And that can be kind of disheartening. That can attribute to that poverty mindset or that lack mentality, right? That separation feeling, like that feeling of kind of hopelessness that's kind of got you off balance and kind of stuck here. But I am telling you, I'm here to tell you now that there's going to be a positive change here that comes from this. And I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's look a little further. Now I've got the Devil in reverse because this is why. Okay, so understanding that, and I'm really looking at why these things aren't working. Really looking at, say you did just lose your job or something like that, or you just lost a significant partner, or you just lost a whole lot of money. It's really looking at why these things have happened, why they've been happening consistently, why we don't want them to happen in the future any longer. That's bringing you back to this awakening point. This is that, remember I said this is that twin flame 1111 card right here that signifies you being on the right track, right? It's very divinely guided, right? When you get this card, because that tells you that balance is coming back into your life because you're choosing for it to come back into your life. Very similar to this Judgment card where there's a wake-up call. There's an awakening that happens for you this week, and that is fantastic. It comes from this Devil in reverse. The devil is what we choose to chain ourselves to, what we believe we're enslaved to. Now, specific to this Chicoli deck, we have, and I don't know if you can see, this is a terrible ring light here, and it drives me crazy. I have another one that I ordered. It should be here soon. It's just not here yet. So there's a lot of glare, so I apologize. But whenever we have this specific deck, we have this cage and the door is wide open. He could walk out at any time. And it's the understanding that we don't have to choose to be in that feeling. We don't have to choose to be in that relationship. We don't have to choose to be in that situation any longer. Whenever we have the devil in reverse, especially with this hermit energy here, it's an understanding that allowing a higher power to direct our will in life is going to actually create a lot more balance and positive flow for us on one hand, but it's also the understanding that letting go of those toxicities is going to ultimately bring a lot more balance into your life and a lot more prosperity. And it's like a wake-up call that happens for you this week, and I'm really liking it a ton. Alrighty. Anything else you want to say about this, Libra? I got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That is an energy of codependency whenever we have that. And it goes right on top of that Devil in reverse, which is an energy of codependency, right? Excuse me. That Nine of Pentacles in reverse is it's assessing that, it's understanding where those codependencies have come from, and it's really, and this comes from that hermit energy of that isolation of really spending some time with your higher self and with a higher power that's like bringing this all out. This is heavy stuff, and it's really positive for you, Libra. I love it a ton. It's just really looking hard at some things and really looking at where these wake-up calls need to happen. And look, I get the Four of Wands right on top of the Four of Wands. Crazy town. You're beautiful. But look, so this Four of Wands is an it's like an open door. It's like a door that opens because of this. And it's just like glowing inside, right? Like just parting the ways for you to come forward here. And it comes from letting go of these funky things that have been keeping you down for a long time. This Star in reverse is, again, it's that Pandora's box. I said the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's the life's learning lessons that we get from the Star whenever we have the Star in reverse. It's understanding that not everything that you invested in worked out. And guess what? That's how life is sometimes. Stop beating yourself up about it. Allow it to go. Allow yourself to say, hey, I've made these A, B, and C choices here. They didn't work out well for me in the past. I'm going to make different choices in the future. And you've got it all figured out here. You're very wise. You have very wise words for yourself, and there's definitely a wake-up call that happens for you this week. Good job, whoever you are, Libra. There's a lot of balance that's going to potentially be restored for you this week, but it does come from looking at yourself fairly hard here, and that's not always fun. That's what actual self-care is. It's not going to a yoga class. It's not getting your hair cut and your nails done. It's not going out and like treating yourself or something like that. Actual self-care sometimes comes from those challenging moments where you really have to look deeply at what you've accumulated in your life as far as emotional debris, mental debris, and how it's affected you for how long and how it's been allowed to turn your life upside down. And it's clearing those things out. It's not always easy work to do. Yes, it can be getting yourself to the gym every day. Yes, it can be like paying off your credit cards on time every month. It can be an energy of saying, you know, I'm just going to stop dating that one type of person or something, or letting that kind of energy come towards me. I'm going to stop reacting this way to certain things. These are the real things that are self-care. And so good job, whoever you are, Libra. I'm impressed with you and what you're able to do in a short amount of time. I'll catch up with you guys next week. That was your reading for the week, Libra. Next up, we have Gemini, last of our air signs, and then we'll be on to Pisces. Let's see here. For Gemini, I'm going to move back over here to this Chicoli deck for you guys. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Alrighty. We got the Three of Swords out for Gemini too. Okay, so this is something I've noticed in a lot of the personal readings I've done recently, and also just like in the conversations I've been having with people. We have a lot of endings. There have been a lot of breakups. We've had a lot of energy of major change over the recent past. I think that over the last year, a lot of people were faced to look in a very, very close-up mirror with the relationships that they've had in their lives and what they've been, again, allowing into their lives. And because of that, we've had a lot of shakeups. And those shakeups were really taking place in like November through February of this year. And now we're kind of starting to pick up some of the pieces from these shakeups. Now, this Three of Swords, I always call it the Ben and Jerry's card of the deck. It's heartache, grief, and pain. It can indicate a major breakup in your life. And whenever we have it in the upright, it kind of feels like fresh pain in some way. Alrighty, Gemini, keep on telling me about this. Now I've got the Three of Pentacles here. We got 2 3s here. Very good job. This is somebody who has really positive intentions. This is somebody who's not letting these things get them down. This Three of Pentacles is an energy of really wanting to work with someone, really wanting to work on a team, wanting to be a team player, but definitely wanting to invite. I'm going to separate these 2 cards out here just because there's somebody who really wants more balance in their lives. They want a more forward-focused partnership, whether this is in career, whether this is in your love life. I'm not sure, Gemini. It's definitely an ending that we've experienced, and it's kind of fresh wounding here. But there's definitely, it's propelling us into a state where we're looking for something that's much more balanced, but it's also much more like a team player, people coming together and being on the same page. This is good, and it's positive intentions. That's excellent. Good. Okay, now we have, oh golly, okay, very good. We've got the Strength card on top of this. This is fantastic. That's the card of Leo, but it's definitely an energy of like slaying the dragon. It's an energy of being in charge. This is an energy of someone who's saying, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to go after. I was thinking like intentions. It's all about your intentions this week. Very good job, Gemini. This is someone who says, I'm not going to let these things get me down any longer. I'm going to just keep on keeping on, and I'm going to start going after what it is that I want. And I want something that is more, I'm hearing on one hand project-based, but I'm also hearing like teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yep. Okay, very good. And I got the Ace of Wands crossing that. Okay, you're going to have something that comes towards you this week. This is great, Gemini. There's going to be someone or something that you're going to be really excited about. This can be something you feel like very sexually passionate, or someone who's very attracted to you, vice versa. This is something, there's going to be some kind of offer that comes towards you that's really going to be exciting for you. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here with this Ace of Wands here. I like it. If this is something that you are going to be inspired by, there's a lot of creativity. There can be a lot of passion surrounding this. And now I've got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead here for you, Gemini, because this is looking so much better. So you're coming out of an energy of an ending, right? And it's kind of like you're saying, great, it's over, we're done with it. I want something else. I want something better for myself. And there's like a real energy of like picking yourself up by your bootstraps and like dusting yourself off and getting back in the game, like getting back up on the horse. And whatever that is, that push through energy, it really propels you into a state of like good vibes and being back in the flow and just like things really moving and shaking. This Wheel of Fortune is an energy of good karma. It's feeling like, again, you're in the flow. It's feeling like things are easy for you again. You know how sometimes you go into parts of your life where it just feels like every day is an uphill battle and it can go on for however long, and then you'll go into other phases where you're like, oh my gosh, don't tell, but I've had 8 great days in a row. Don't jinx it. You know, those kind of feelings. It feels like you're kind of in an upswing like that. I really like it for you. It's feeling good. It's feeling positive. Let us use this Tarot of Wonderland, kind of clarify I don't really want to talk about this Three of Swords over here. I don't think you really want to either, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. All right. Tell me about this Three of Swords. Okay. And I get the Queen of Wands here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. You may be separating from someone with that sign. Doesn't have to be. This can be an energy of someone who was really needy and emotional. This could be an energy, maybe this is the state that it put you in, this separation or this ending or this relationship that you're ending. I don't know. But there's definitely a need, like a needy kind of high drama energy here. Something that prone to make issues in situations, like prone to just always... nothing was ever easy with this situation or this relationship. It was always extra high drama. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. This was an on again, off again relationship, like kind of push, pull, runner, chaser kind of dynamic. The Ten of Swords, again, is the minor arcana version of the Death card for me. And whenever I have it in the reverse as a reader, it tells me that we have repeating patterns, and it's just like, one more try. Can we just pull the Band-Aid off a little more slowly, please? Is kind of the feeling with the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And there's like an energy of just general emotional and mental frustration and fatigue with the whole entire situation, and saying, I wash my hands of it and I don't want to do it anymore. And so I'm going to look for something that's more balanced and somebody who's more of a team player. And somebody, yeah, now I got the Ten of Cups out here. This is fantastic. And this is great because it's somebody who, and it's not quite in the upright position, but it doesn't matter, because what did I say about your intentions? Your intentions bringing something towards you that is much better with this Ace of Wands, right? And I said, this can be a new, something that's very sexually passionate or something that's like very creatively passionate for you. But this Ten of Cups that comes out, not only is it all that, it's something that's very emotionally fulfilling for you. This can be a family coming together. This can be a blended family coming together. In any case, there's a lot of harmony and balance and positive, good vibes right here. And it's coming towards you this week. And there's an energy of like really having to push through this ending here, this kind of breakup, kind of ouch, ouch, painful ending here. Push through that, understanding that you're letting go of something that was like too much for you to deal with anyway here. And it brings in this new, fresher energy that you're really excited about, that brings in a lot of positivity for you with this Wheel of Fortune here. And this is a great sign, but it is something that you do have to do. You have to push yourself through, is kind of what I'm hearing. Like you're going to have to be responsible for the change. This Eight of Swords is an energy. Wow. Okay. There is, tell me more about this. So this Eight of Swords can be an energy of like, not, it can be an energy of procrastination. It can also be an energy of being blocked from someone, like digitally blocked, like communicatively blocked in some way. Hold on, more about that. I don't know if there's someone who, like, because remember I was saying that there's like something that's really exciting for you that happens with this Ace of Wands. And look, now I've got the Ace of Swords. And I got the Six of Swords. Oh, okay. So there's something that it feels like you've been waiting on, or someone you've been waiting on, or somebody who's been waiting for you. Like it's very promising. I think you're going to be really excited whenever it comes towards you. It's a message that allows you to move forward. There's still an energy of restriction here. I don't know if this is a romantic relationship coming towards you, if there's like a career offering that's kind of like setting you free from something and like propelling you towards something much better. But this Six of Swords can be a physical move, but it's definitely the ability to move forward mentally from a situation and into something that's much better. There's a message that's going to come towards you this week, Gemini, that's going to be very promising for you. And it's going to be something that adds to all the good vibes in your life, all the positive karma. It's fantastic, whatever this is, but it really does promote a forward movement in your life and a lot of emotional harmony and a lot of good feelings. Yeah. And again, this is something that you're very attracted to. And I get that you've been through a lot here with this Three of Swords here and had to deal with some high drama situations, high drama people. Removing yourself from that or ending that gets you on a more of a team player vibe here, or something that is going to be more balanced for you as a partnership in some kind of way. But you do have to push yourself through this. All right. And once you do, it's like smooth sailing for a while. And I like that for you a ton, Gemini. That was your reading for the week. I wish I was you this week. All right. Next up, we have Pisces. I'm going to continue on with this Chicoli deck, and let's find out what we have for our water sign, Pisces. I got the Ace of Wands out for Pisces too. That's crazy. In the upright position and crossing that, I have the Three of Pentacles here too. Alrighty, so we have more to talk about with this. This Ace of Wands is, again, it's an energy of something that you feel very impassioned by. This Three of Pentacles is something that is... you're going to be excited by it. You want to invest in it. And I have the Four of Wands that comes out with that and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there is something, there's an energy with the Four of Wands here. Again, that's that Twin Flame 1111 card, right? And it comes out on its side here. So whoever you are, Pisces, watching this, I'm going to put this aside over here for just a minute. You're somebody who's looking at someone, or somebody's looking at you and they're really quite attracted to you, or you are to them. Okay, with that Ace of Wands. That's basically what that means. The Ace of Wands is the most sexually passionate card we have in the deck, other than like the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, or like the Devil, right? Or the Knight of Wands. But this this Ace of Wands is like, I don't know, it's very alluring. And it looks so good. Like, it looks like if we're talking about career, it looks like very balanced. This looks like a team you want to work on. If this is a romantic relationship, this is someone who's highly attracted to you. You're highly attracted to them. And it seems like it's all going to gel and it's all going to work really, really well. Now, I have this Four of Wands here, which can be that Twin Flame awakening card. That can be a divinely guided soulmate. But in any case, if it's not that, it's an energy of rebalance, and it's an energy of like really feeling good inside your system. Okay, Pisces, this is fantastic. I'm liking it. All right, now I have the Six of Pentacles that came out here with this Ace of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles can be equal give and take. It can be a requited love situation. It can be balance and fairness. It's definitely feeling like you have an abundance. It's feeling like you have a lot to give away. Like, I have so many I can happily share with whomever I need to share with. And that's fantastic. It's kind of an energy of good feelings for you this week, Pisces. Okay, that's too many. Perfect. Now I have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This can be somebody who's tired of working so hard. You may need a break this week. You may need, and I'm looking at like Thursday, Friday being kind of tired here possibly. So just keep that in mind. That may not be the case. We'll look more at this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles is about not wanting to invest in something any longer. It's what's interesting is it goes underneath this Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take. This Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who feels like they're kind of beating a dead horse, like they're working for no reason. It can be an energy of feeling like you need to take off some time because like it's like everything that I'm doing, it's not really mattering. I can just keep the TPS report is just going to keep on keeping on, you know, until it's never ever done. And so it's like an energy of like, do I continue to invest in this or do I just take a break? Hold on, and I'm going to clarify with another deck and see how that all goes together. But I have this Three of Cups here, which can be kind of celebratory. I don't know if you're in the energy of wanting to go on a vacation this week, maybe spend time with family and friends. It can be a reconciliation with this Three of Cups energy here. Let me get one more out with this deck. And I have the Six of Swords. This can be actual physical travel for you. This can be relocating. Wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move these over here. So I'm going to grab another deck because I really need to know about this Ace of Wands here and what that really is meaning for you. Because, I mean, it can be a lot of different things. I got the Magician on the bottom of the deck, which is the card of Ophiuchus or Aries, depending on who you are as a reader. It's definitely an energy of taking action in your own life, and it's an energy of manifestation, and it's an energy of you understanding that you're quite in charge of your life and what that looks like for you. And it's really... it's using all of the tools that you have at your disposal in order to create positivity in your life. Whoever you are, you're very gifted. And I think there's this understanding that other people are seeing that within you too. I think that you're very attractive this week, whoever you are, Pisces. And I think there's a lot of people with their eyes on you this week. I don't know if this is romantically or in your career or just in general. There's definitely an energy of a lot of people wanting to work with you and be around you. And I have the Seven of Cups, possibly overwhelmingly so. The Seven of Cups can be like not really sure which option to choose. It can be an energy of a lot of people coming towards you, a lot of people sharing their feelings with you, maybe sharing their feelings about you in some way. Maybe you just look fantastic this week, Pisces. I don't know. This Seven of Cups can be an energy of being emotionally overwhelmed. It can be an energy of not being sure which option to choose, or being sort of emotionally confused. It's just possible that you have a lot. I got the Ace of Swords. Wow. There's somebody who wants to reach out and talk to you. I got the Ace of Wands. I got the Ace of Swords here. And I think they want to talk to you about working with you, or... Oh, okay. So I have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Whoever this is that we're talking about who wants to reach out towards you, either I have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which can be that tossing and turning kind of anxiety, stress. I don't know if there's somebody who's been had their eye on you and like wanting to reach out and talk to you, but they can't get out of their head or something, and they're quite worried and kind of like anxious about what that communication is going to look like. I don't know if you're that person and that's your energy that I'm reading here. This Nine of Swords on top of this Ace of Swords can be an energy of wanting to tell the truth about the stresses that you've been under. That we may be talking about several different Pisces here. And again, these are just energies that are crossing. Take it as they resonate if they do at all. But this Ace of Swords is a message that comes through that's a lot of clarity. Maybe it's something that frees you up. Tell me about that. I got the Ten of Cups. Wow. Okay, so I think that there's someone here who's really been sweating communicating with you. I don't know if, I feel like they've had their eye on you. I think they've wanted to talk to you. I think they've been wanting to work with you. They've wanted to invest in you in some way, whether they're just highly attracted to you in some way. They haven't been sure how to approach you. They've been sweating it, like sweating bullets is what I'm hearing. There's a lot of potential for happiness here. You may have a lot of admirers or a lot of people interested in you this week, Pisces. And I got the Chariot, the card that comes out here. It's the card of Cancer. And that goes right under that Ace of Swords. I don't know if we're talking about a Cancer that's coming towards you this week that's going to be talking to you. But this Chariot card, whatever this communication is, it allows you to move forward in some way. I don't know if this is a new job opportunity that's being given to you, or if it's a new relationship. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Death card in reverse. Not wanting to continually invest in the same things over and over again. There's somebody here that you or they dropped the ball on a situation. If we're coming back to a romantic reading here, there's somebody here that's coming back around from the past. They've been sweating bullets. They don't know how to talk to you. They may want to get back together with you. They may see I don't know, see you in a new way or something like that, and they've been kind of stuck not being able to talk to you. Expect a message from them in the near future, like soon. There's somebody who wants to talk to you about how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how wonderful you are, how they could see a future with you in some way, hoping for a reconciliation with this Three of Cups. That's how that goes. Now, in the past, I feel like they either dropped the ball on you or you dropped the ball on them, or one of you stopped investing in the other or in the relationship entirely. With that Death card in reverse, that's the card of Scorpio, but whenever it's in the reverse like that, that tells me somebody is coming back around. And whenever we have it with the major arcana of this Death card, that tells me that, especially next to this Nine of Swords here in reverse, this tells me it's a major energy in your life. It was a major relationship in your life that's coming back towards you. Something that was challenging to deal with emotionally, highly stressful in the past. Again, sleepless nights, tossing, turning, nightmares, anxiety, right? Pick one of those. Coming back around. This was something you guys stopped investing in each other for some time. And there's a real hope for reconciliation here, though. And whatever this is, I've got the High Priestess out. That's the card of Pisces. There's an inner knowing here. And I don't know that you're going to want to come back towards this person. This person has their eye on you. They're quite attracted to you. Or take it as whichever. Flip-flop the energies. You be whichever character makes sense for you. But there's an energy of being able to move on at the end of this week after they approach you with this Ace of Swords message energy and they start telling you how they're feeling about you here. This could be a soulmate from the past, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like you think about it and you give it some thought, but I'm not sure you're interested in entertaining this because I have the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands is about seeking partnership. It can be about seeking sexual relationships in some way. It's kind of a lusty card whenever we have it in the reverse. This is somebody who's saying, especially when I have this Seven of Cups over here too, like saying, I'm just not sure that's the right thing for me right now. I'm not sure that this is the right energy for me in my life. But somehow this communication allows you to move forward, and I'm not sure where it is that you're heading. So I will check in with you guys next week and find out. But this Six of Swords is an energy of being able to move on to better things. I can tell you that. Whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically moving on towards something better for you. And there's this understanding, I think whoever you are, you've really wisened up in the recent past. And it has allowed you to make better choices for yourself with this High Priestess card. It's a card of inner knowing and understanding. And knowing what's really right for you and what you should invest in and what you shouldn't be waiting around for any longer. I think you're very wise and very smart, but there's somebody who definitely wants to come back towards you. And I think they're going to be. I think you can be expecting a message from them any day now. And I think they're going to tell you how incredible they think you are and how much they would like another opportunity for growth here with you in some way. And I don't know if you're going to take it or not. We'll see. All right, I'll catch up with you guys next week. Pisces, next up we have Cancer. I'm going to keep on with this Chikori deck. Alrighty, what do we have for Cancer? We have the, golly geez, the Queen of Wands that comes out on its side. I'm so slow with this. These have little symbols and I'm old. So the Queen of Wands, whenever she comes out on her side, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. But if this is somebody who's, it can be a couple of things. They can be a little bit non-committal right now. They can be someone who's having a hard time managing their emotions. This could be you. This could be another person. The Queen of Wands, she's very fiery. She's very passionate. She's very popular. People love to be around her. People are always extremely attracted to her. She's very, very physically beautiful. But on the flip side, when she's in the reverse, she can be high drama, high needy, kind of that barfly sort of energy. Like she just is like this gaping hole of attention-seeking behavior, kind of. She can run her mouth. She can say things without thinking about them, and she can be kind of flippant and flighty and unreliable. All right. Whenever she comes out here on her side, it's kind of a feeling of trying to get it together so you don't go over into the reverse kind of energy. It's kind of trying to temper yourself in some way, trying to make sure you're doing the right things. I'm seeing, this is interesting, I'm seeing a lot of, and I never noticed this before, these are very cool cards, but she's made of sweets and sugar and candy. Let me see if I can get the glare off of that. Look. There we go. And she's got the flying donuts. She's made of ice cream. You know, she's got a baby ice cream cone there. Like there's a lot of like sweets involved here. I don't know if you're like tempering some of your habits, like physically, like saying, I'm going to be looking at what I'm consuming. I'm staying away from sugar this week, or, you know, I don't know if that's that energy, but, definitely someone who wants to make positive choices that don't cause problems any longer. This is the Fool in reverse that's come out here. The Fool in reverse is somebody who really needs to make some changes in their lives in some ways. And I think that you already know that, whoever you are, Cancer, because I think that's why we have you kind of like definitely trying to temper yourself before you fall off the wagon or fall off the edge. And there's an understanding that there are repeating patterns here in your life with that Fool in reverse that keep you stuck and keep you looking backwards when you really want to shift your perspective and look forwards in another direction. And, excuse me, I think you're very wise to do that. And I think you're being really honest with yourself this week. And I think you're, I got the Nine of Swords in reverse. Again, this guy's been popular tonight. That's waking up from nightmares, stressful dreams, anxiety, stress, worry, panic attacks, that kind of thing. Whenever we have it in the reverse, there's somebody here who's saying, you know what? I'm seeing how some of the habits that I've accumulated and developed into like routines for myself have not attributed to great things in my life. And I'm kind of ready to start looking at that. And I'm kind of ready to stop having those energies in my life, whether they are crappy relationships or crappy junk food, you know, whatever it is, you're kind of getting rid of it because you're tired of the outcome of that, right? It's kind of like, I don't want to keep using the same bad recipe over and over again if every time it makes a crappy cake, you know? So I want to do something different. And these little changes are what make all the difference. I got the Judgment in reverse card, darn it all. So that is somebody who wishes that they'd done it sooner. This is somebody who says, if only I had known how much better my life would be, I would have done this 5 years ago, and this would have made my life so much better then, so much sooner. So, you know, you didn't. Great. So now let's move on, and now we see what we need to do next. This is somebody who like needs to have that awakening. They need to have that conversation with themselves. I'm sure you know whatever it is we're talking about, right? Good. And now I have the Hierophant card that comes out here. It's the card of Taurus. It's the card of marriage and traditional values. It's the card of stoicism, and it's about commitment. What's interesting is it goes on top of this Queen of Wands energy, where we have you saying like, I need to find this balance in my life. I'm kind of at this tipping point where I'm not sure which direction I'm headed, and I've got to make some major changes here. I think you're really understanding that what you're looking for in your life is a lot more stability. And I think that it's about commitment, and it's about commitment to yourself in relationships, commitment to yourself with just a relationship with yourself. And it's about being reliable to yourself too. Are you someone that you can commit to? Are you someone who believes your own promises that you make to yourself? Are you somebody who every day wakes up and says, I am going to quit eating cookies every day, and yet you still take yourself down the cookie aisle at the grocery store? Or are you somebody who commits to something and they say, that's it, I'm done, I'm just doing this, this is how I'm going to do it? And this can be in anything in your life. It's not just about cookies, right? But this can be about anything that you're allowing back into your life on a repeated pattern, on a repeated daily basis, that you're seeing that there's been a lot of upheaval because of. This Eight of Pentacles that just came out with this is an energy of, again, being kind of unreliable and not wanting to keep feeding the monster, feeding the machine. It's just like a slot machine. It's just like pulling the handle repeatedly and not getting anything out of it. And I think you're sick of it. And I think that you don't want to commit to that behavior anymore in your life, and you want something you can commit to. You're tired of not working on the right things in yourself. And look, here we have your card here. This is the King of Cups here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be though. But this is an energy of you coming back into yourself and being a lot more emotionally evolved than you were back over here at the beginning. We had you starting over here with this Queen of Wands energy, and then and really kind of being at a tipping point of it can be promiscuity, like sexual promiscuity, all the way over to the other side of just not investing in yourself properly. You know, just pick anything on that spectrum, and coming all the way back over here where we have emotional contentment coming back in for you. You're moving a lot of mountains this week, whoever you are, Cancer. I like this for you. There's just a lot more peace that comes in for you this week. Let's use this Tarot of Wonderland to clarify. Let's talk about this Queen of Wands energy over here a little bit more, where we feel like I'm hearing that oh my gosh, you guys are really hard on yourselves, Cancer. I'm hearing I've let myself down. Well, everybody does that from time to time. So stop beating yourself up about it. It doesn't matter. It's really just like, what do you want to see that's different? What do you want to be better? Like, just make a decision and you will. You're so smart and so good. And Cancers are just well known for being just emotionally, like having a high emotional IQ, because they're kind of stoic, and they can be, very thoughtful. They can be very thoughtful, and they kind of are prone to going within and being very thoughtful about things. And so there's just a lot of change that's happening emotionally for you here, and it's going to be very beneficial, whoever you are. Tell me about this situation. And we've got the Temperance card out here. Very good. That's the card of Sagittarius. It comes out in the upright. What were we talking about? Tempering. If you understand anything about temperance, tempering steel, which is kind of the energy of like, you heat it and then you bang it out and then you cool it and then you heat it and then you bang it into the right shape and then you cool it. And we're talking about like metal here, right? We temper something into a tool that we can later use. This is something that you're doing for yourself. It's looking at your habits, your routine. Who do I want to be? What do I want to look like? What shape do I want my life to take? Okay, then what are the steps that I need to take to make that happen? It's a restoration of balance in your life, and this is a restoration of peace because of the balanced choices that you will be making in your life over the next forever, committing to forever. But really, this is going to be a very pivotal week for you, Cancer, to start making some of these more positive choices, whoever you are. Good job. And now I have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is someone who feels like they've spent enough time in a pity party long enough. Okay, you guys are really hard on yourselves, I think. This Four of Cups, though, in the reverse, is someone who understands that they have been accepting things into their lives that just simply aren't good enough. It's not enough. You've been accepting relationships that are like kind of halfway relationships, maybe allowing people to walk all over you in your career, in your love life, in your family. I don't know. Kind of like doormat sort of behavior, and understanding that you don't want that any longer. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your attention. 10 of Wands here is an understanding. Like there's like, it's too much for me. If I don't put it down, it's going to be put down for me. There's definitely an energy of needing to take a little bit of a break this week, Cancer. I feel like you're kind of at this point, and it's looking like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like a lot. You're having to process a lot of emotions, and you're having to process a lot of stress and worry. It feels like you have been for a while. You're tired of doing that. You're ready for a break. You're definitely ready for a break. You've had a lot on your plate, and you kind of need some rest, and you definitely need a break from work is what I'm hearing. If you are able to take one, I don't know. I have the Five of Wands here, and also a break from drama, emotional and mental drama, your drama, other people's drama, everybody's drama. Oh, we ain't got more time for no more drama. What is this? Yep. Now I have good job and good job. I got the Tower moment that goes on top of this, Ten of Wands, which is basically what I just said. Like, if you don't take a break, one's going to be taken for you with this Tower moment. It can be emotional fallout. So what I'm telling you ahead of time is you may be dealing with some major emotions this week, Cancer. So just remember that I said this, and understand that these are energies that are just passing through your life, and it's up to you to decide how you deal with them and how you, function within the energies that are coming towards you. But there's a need to take a break and a time out here. Take a little bit of time for rest if you can, just so you don't get to this kind of explosive point where you feel like too much has been asked of you, and you feel so depleted that you kind of have like some explosive tantrum in some way. Not that you would, but like that's just kind of quit while we're ahead kind of energy. Emotionally. And then over here towards the end of the week, we have like a real return of you to yourself, like a real state of balance and a real state of peace. And I think it's going to be coming from you implementing some of these major changes in your life, Cancer, whatever they are. Remember, we were talking about your health, your well-being, the relationships that you allow into your life. Making these positive changes brings in a lot of positive growth. And in fact, we have a message of some kind of love that comes towards you at the end of the week that's going to make you feel really happy. It's going to make you feel really, really good whenever you get it. It's a message of kindness, friendship, apology, forgiveness. It can also be a brand new love message as well. All right, that was your reading for the week, Cancer. Good job. I love you very much, and I will catch up with you next week. And last up for the night, we have Scorpio. If you guys have hung tight with me all night, God bless you, and I love you the most. You know I do. All right, Scorpio, let us I'm going to use this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. Yep. All right, let's see what we have for Scorpio. Okay. Wow, we have the Tower card that just flipped out for you guys too. So that can be kind of a major moment in your life. It can be an argument. It can be kind of a major conversation. It can be some kind of fallout. It doesn't always have to be negative, but it's definitely something that changes a perspective. It changes somebody's life in some way, usually a Tower moment. Excuse me. My allergies are kind of getting the better of me. This Tower moment, it can feel like it comes out of nowhere. Oftentimes it can be kind of inexplicable, like I didn't see that coming kind of energy whenever we have it in the upright position. But it's definitely life-changing, and it propels you into a state of this Two of Swords in reverse, which is an energy of kind of now having to make a choice. It's a choice that you don't necessarily want to have to make here, and I'm not sure how it relates. The Two of Swords can be at a mental crossroads. And whenever we have it in the reverse, it's like really quite something to ponder. It's like really something that will weigh heavily on your mind. And it kind of comes from this Tower. I don't know. I'll come back in and clarify. It can be really a lot of emotion, and it can come from a reconciliation of some sort. Somebody who maybe reaches out and says, hey, I'd love to be a part of your life again, or something like that. This kind of feels like that energy, and maybe that kind of is what puts you into this place of being like, oh, is that really what I want? Is that something good for me? It's kind of shock and awe, though. It's kind of, on one hand, it's everything that you ever wanted. This person coming back towards you, or this situation coming back towards you. This Three of Cups is an energy of reconciliation. That's why I say somebody coming back towards you. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be. This can just be a friendship or something. But this Seven of Cups is being kind of emotionally overwhelmed and not really knowing how you feel about the situation. And that puts you in this kind of mental crossroads, Scorpio. I have, oh my gosh, yep. All right, so I have this Eight of Wands, which is about fast-moving, direct communication, and definitely somebody who's talking a lot, sending you a lot of messages, sending you a lot of information as to how they're feeling. And then with this came the Page of Cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's an energy of offering, it's a message of love, kindness, forgiveness, friendship, something like that. And it is a message that's coming towards you, a lot of communication. Woof. It's someone wow, I've got the Five of Pentacles here, which is an energy of separation. It can be financial loss, but it really talks specific to this. This was someone that you were quite separated from. You felt like you were kind of torn away from in some way with this Five of Pentacles. This Five of Wands is an energy of emotional stress, upheaval, chaos, drama in your life. This is kind of that energy surrounding that. And again, like, I mean, you really did feel quite lost without this individual, or they did you in some way, you know. And now I have this Knight of Swords, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, but it's fast moving, direct communication. This is somebody who comes in and they say exactly what they're thinking. They say exactly how they're feeling. Let's see what you think about that. Okay, let's clarify with this Star Power Tarot. Okie dokie, tell me all about this Tower, a reconciliation moment, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This Page of Pentacles, though pages are messengers, this is somebody that previously was not to be counted on. This is someone who was unreliable. Their communication was unreliable. I don't know if they were like the type to come in and then ghost you, and then they come in and go, and like there was just something very unreliable about their energy in your lives. You don't feel like you can invest in whatever message that they're sending. I got the Two of Swords out on top of the Two of Swords, exactly. And but this time it's in the upright position, which is a good sign. It's you working through that mental fog. It's you kind of coming to a conclusion about what it is that you want to do in this situation, kind of wishing you hadn't been placed in this position. Again, though, this comes out with the Temperance card stuck to the bottom of it, which is an energy of needing to find balance. At one point, you were very close to this individual. You were very tied to this individual. I'm seeing like two minds here, like two halves of the same whole here. And this is why it's giving you some pause for thought. Okay. Definitely being at a crossroads with that Two of Swords out twice there like that already. And I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Here's the issue. Either in the past, it was kind of like a non-reciprocal relationship where you were always giving more than they were, or this is an energy of like, or they were just not very supportive of you in some way. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who's not sure they want to continue to give to this situation any longer. That's your energy. I feel like now we've got the Tower in reverse out again. So that's twice out for the Tower card, and this time it's in the reverse. And whenever I have the Tower card that comes out in the reverse for me as a reader, that tells me that this is something that is a repeating pattern in your life. And now that you're seeing it again, you can say, well, I've seen it all before. Right? So what's interesting to me is, and it's kind of a feeling of being overwhelmed, emotionally overwhelmed by this person coming back towards you. And that's what that Tower moment is like having to deal with this situation again and having to communicate about it. I have the Strength in reverse. Here's the thing though, this person, they have a tendency to kind of wear you down in some way. Maybe they are just so lovely and so wonderful in so many other ways that it's hard for you to not say yes to them. It's hard for you to not allow them to come right back in and kind of steamroll their way into your life. Not saying that they're always doing that, but it kind of feels like that. The Strength card in reverse is a card of Leo, but it's kind of feeling like, I don't know if I can deal with this again. The Tower out twice like that, that's kind of major. And that Page of Pentacles in reverse, that unreliable energy, I don't know. And now I've got the Queen of Pentacles here where you've started reestablishing your life. You've started kind of building something for yourself on your own. Queen of Pentacles can be a very nurturing energy, but it can also be kind of a single energy as well. This is somebody who can definitely bring home the bacon and fry it up in the pan all on their own. And it doesn't have to be a feminine energy to whom I'm speaking here, but it's just an energy that's like, I'm kind of nurturing and watering my own garden right now. Thanks very much. And this other person comes in and kind of takes you off guard with this. Yeah, I got the Magician card that comes out here. I was going to ask about this Knight of Swords, which is an energy of somebody who wants to come in and they want to clear the air and they want to come in and they want to create like a new pathway for you. And they're saying, here I am again. I've done X, Y, and Z, or I've changed or something like that. What do you think about giving it another go with this kind of reconciliation energy over here? But I got to be honest with you, the Magician card comes out on top of that. And with that communication, this Magician energy, it's the card of Ophiuchus, and sometimes Aries for me as a reader. But this Magician energy is someone who can be a little bit shady. They can really say what they need to say, do what they need to do, look the way that they need to look in order to get what it is that they want. The Magician is someone who uses all of the tools that they have at their disposal to instigate the changes that they want to see in their lives. They can be a little bit controlling. Granted, this is in the upright position. And whenever we have the Magician in the upright, that tells me that this person at least does believe that they have positive intentions here. Wow, and I got the Ace of Pentacles upright. Okay, I have to be honest with you. The Ace of Pentacles, you know how I feel about it. It's my favorite card. And whenever it's in the upright, that is something you can take to the bank. It's something that you can rely on. It's something you can invest in. So maybe they have changed. Maybe this is worth hearing out. I don't know. You decide. They definitely want you to feel that way. They definitely want you to see them that way. And this Ace of Pentacles, like I said, this is something, this is my favorite card to get. This tells me this is a solid deal. I got the Five of Swords that comes out on its side here. There's just this, and it takes us all the way back over here to this beginning where like you're really, and it really comes across that Two of Swords twice here. And now this Five of Swords, where now not only are you kind of at this crossroads here where you kind of got to decide, do we or do we not? Do I allow this person back in or do I not? And we got the Five of Swords that comes out here with it. And the Five of Swords specific to this Star Power Tarot is an energy of someone who's cutting people out left and right, right? Whenever it comes out on its side, it's you kind of deciding whether or not you want to. And this is kind of a major decision. You're really weighing it out, head and heart and all of that. So I will catch up with you guys next week. Whoever this is, they want you to see them as a solid investment. And they want to come in and show you why they would be a solid investment to make now. I think that you've just been through it with them before. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading for the week. Thank you guys all so much, very much for letting me read for you tonight. I appreciate you sharing your stories with me. Thank you for all of you who book personal readings with me. I'm very grateful every time I get to meet you. All that information is around here somewhere. You're welcome to do that. If you're watching this later on YouTube, all that information is in the About section of our channel. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will catch up with you guys next week. See you.